This is Snake. Can you hear me? Good. The mission is simple. Put your geek pants on and infiltrate Foxhound. If you need backup, contact Ken and Chris on their codec frequency. Ready? Snake out.
Hello!
That's my Joe Henry smile.
Yeah, did you do it? Did you do the turn too?
No, I didn't do the turn.
No?
But I just like that he's got that half crooked
Oh, I
smile
know.
thing.
I know. I gotta watch his concert from last night. Did you watch
It
it?
was short-lived.
Yeah?
I don't know if you're aware of the trio Dynamo Gallus.
Yeah, yes. Yes, I am.
For some reason, Triple H loves these guys. I do not.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan.
I have seen, I watched, I remember even on NXT UK, I was like, oh. And then within minutes, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Triple H likes him.
Well,
Just like he likes Karrion Kross, and
that's all that matters.
Karrion Kross gets to
Karrion Kross. Just keeps on
keep on.
crossing,
Yeah.
whatever.
I wish the Final Testament was final, like it was over.
Right?
There was no more testament.
Right. How long is the Final Testament?
Especially because they made a big deal out of him finally beating Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
But they either forgot or hoped that we forgot that Xavier Woods beat Cross clean 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
So if you want to be sticklers, which I am, that's 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jared, thanks for joining us live.
Hey, Jared. It's gotta be Jared. Who else could it be?
It could be actually. It could be your mom.
It could be my mom.
Did you warn your aunt? This one will be rough. This will be a rough one.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one.
Of course it is. We are talking
A
about...
juicy one, as I said.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a juicy Camcast.
You did say juicy.
Hot as shit in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you're wearing sweats and socks, crazy man.
Well, I wear slippers. I forgot my slippers. at
Yes,
the
you do.
house.
You're a slipper man.
Also, we have the air conditioning at home.
Yep.
So I'm in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do this a lot. I'm not even kidding, because
I must deperk my nipples.
I give off a ton of heat,
Yeah.
so then I'm cold all the time.
Always a giver, never
Yeah.
a taker.
No, I take people's heat too.
Yeah.
Like if I put my hand on
Hi,
the
guys.
shoulder.
Look at that.
Oh.
Jared.
Told you.
Told you. Look at that.
Okay, so yes, we are talking about Deadpool and Wolverine,
Yeah.
or Deadpool 3, depending on how you want to word it. We are talking about that because we gotta.
Or Skull Poople meets Mr. Pointy Hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could also.
I actually read some alternate versions of Deadpool 3 if Hugh Jackman never came back.
Oh.
And there was one where the whole thing would have been Deadpool in the Marvel Universe from Iron Man on, but all his shots were cut from the movies. And they would have made a movie out of the cut shots. And I was like, oh, that would have been kind of clever.
That is what you would do for the DVD release of this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie. After about 20 minutes, maybe a half hour, I'd be like, it's no longer funny.
Yeah.
I am rewatching the same fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, so then we're talking about that.
Yes.
But we're also talking about some of the stuff that we heard from San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a thing that happened recently, too.
Yeah, a lot of cool shit went down there.
A lot of interestingly cool shit that I'm not gonna lie, my first reaction was, I don't know about that, and I'm still kind of on the fence, but I'm also way more jazzed about things that are happening in the Marvel Universe than I was prior to this. So obviously I'm talking about Doctor Doom. And I'm talking about, well, we're talking about the Fantastic Four.
First steps.
Yeah. Instead of First Voyage.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, why is it not that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Why is it not First Voyage?
Or why couldn't you just call it Fantastic Four?
Yeah. You already put a the in front of it. The other movies didn't have a the.
If anyone actually sits there and be like, this is a continuation of the last ones, they have to be beaten. That's it. Because
the last one was called Fantastic.
That was the most ridiculous. Why? Oh God, so terrible. So terrible.
Yeah,
but okay, so there's that.
We got that. Yeah.
We are gonna do the final SummerSlam predictions.
Yes.
So I will get that match list ready. And then of course
Final Testament.
Yeah. Other than that, then it'll be the movie. That's pretty much
the movie. Which means us talking about a movie.
Yeah.
You don't get to see it.
We get to spoil the shit out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're one of the very few that haven't seen it or haven't had it spoiled already, warning.
Yeah.
Spoilers today.
I have to say, though, I did a really good job of not avoiding almost all spoilers. There was one spoiler that I did get, and it was Chris Evans as Johnny Storm.
I got that one spoiled for me, too. But it was like, I wasn't sure to believe it or not.
Right, because they had made a point of saying, we filmed a bunch of cameos, and so we threw them out there just to fuck with you. So I was like, okay, all right.
I really thought we were going to see that Ian Grufford back as Mr. Fantastic. That's who I thought we were going to see from those movies.
See, no. I love. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, of course it was Chris Evans.
They should bring him back as the Maker.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
I would be really down for that. Yeah. I would be really, really down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just seems... Yeah, but I mean, you know what? At this point, just... Why not Robert Downey Jr.?
Right?
I saw a meme where he plays like every character in the MCU. So Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Obviously Black Panther.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow, I think was the other one. But there was a whole bunch. So it was just like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, the memes are coming strong.
You know what? Okay, so we're here right now, so we might as well. So we all know now that not only is Avengers 5 being renamed, so it's no longer the Kang Dynasty, it's being renamed to Avengers Doomsday, which I don't like the name.
I don't like the name either.
Why not Doom Rising or just something Doom related, but Doomsday?
Avengers Doom would have just worked.
Yeah, like Avengers Doom actually does work very, very nicely.
Yeah.
Or,
Doomsday is just like,
yeah.
But it's kind of how I feel about Endgame too. When they're like, they did the final announcement and it's like Endgame. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I wasn't
That's
really.
a disappointment.
I wasn't really sold on Endgame.
All of us were like, assemble.
I wasn't thinking
Avengers assemble.
I can't remember what I was thinking, but I remember being like, oh, Endgame. Okay.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Endgame.
So,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I want these movies to be good. Just like I always say. I want them to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be able to stand on their own.
Yep.
But also at the same time, connect. But, but anyway, so now it's Avengers Doomsday, sorry.
Doomsday.
And instead of Kang being the big bad guy, it is now Dr. Doom, which is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I just wish it wasn't Robert Downey Jr. being cast as Dr. Doom.
Oh.
But the flip side is now we're back to being into an exciting hype stage. This isn't like phase 4 where we're just like...
Yeah, you know what?
And then phase 5, we're just like, whatever.
How we felt last year, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
I'm genuinely...
The lineup for next year, and you know why it's gone? Hardly any TV shows. They're putting the money into the movies again.
Yeah. But, and I said this today, because Robert Downey Jr. is back in the fold, I have no reason to think Tom Holland is not coming back.
Holland will be back.
I think it was on the fence, but now I think he's coming back for sure.
Holland will be back. Everybody's going to be back in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Not so much Doomsday, but Secret Wars.
Everyone's coming back.
Everybody's
coming back.
Like Scarlett Johansson's back.
Yeah.
We don't know how, but she's there.
Well,
Chris Evans, he's there.
Yeah, he might even be there twice.
Might be there twice. Yeah.
Right? But like, but that's the other thing too. Like we knew that Secret War was going to be their reboot point.
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed.
No.
Oh, and also I forgot to mention the Russo brothers who directed Winter Soldier, Civil War, and both Infinity War and Endgame. So like 4 of their top grossing movies.
And that's the only way Robert Downey Jr. would come back.
Yeah.
So
well, then the pilot cash.
When they signed on.
The pilot cash.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the Russos are getting $80 million.
No.
RDJ is getting more than them.
Oh, I heard he was getting.
No, they're getting 80. They haven't announced how much he's making, but they've said it's more.
Well, between that and then of course the back end deals.
Yeah.
Because like I think he's one of those guys that also gets back end, so percentages. But usually, what you do in those situations is you get a larger upfront salary.
Yeah.
Like is it Keanu Reeves? Oh no, Tom Cruise did that. He did that with Maverick.
Oh yes.
He took a huge pay cut, but he took a percentage of the profits.
Worked out well for him. Holy man, that was the right movie to do that.
Oh man. But yeah, so now I'm back to being not cautiously optimistic. I'm more hopefully optimistic at this point.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I honestly do think that we're not going to see too much of Doom outside of the mask. And my first thought, that was one of the reasons why my first thought was like, because it's like Doom is a masked on guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hard to say though. Can you imagine them giving $100 million to Robert Downey Jr. and then he's masked the whole time?
Yeah, but you could do heads-up display like they do with the Iron Man movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
But
that's true.
Also, he's the bad guy,
Mm-hmm.
so he gets to be in it less, right? He doesn't have to be as active.
Right.
There's going to be a ton of CGI.
Oh, yeah.
Like a ton.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's not going to wear anything except for maybe a cloak. And they'll CGI everything
I hope he wears more than just a cloak.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Woo! Like I'm saying, like he doesn't wear the full-on armor like he used to do in Iron Man 1.
Right.
Like even in Iron Man 2, it was just a thing, and then finally it was just like, so just CGI everything, and I don't have to. I can wear what I'm wearing. They're like, yeah.
You're just a floating head.
But I do think, like, yes, we're going to see some shots of Doom without the mask on.
Oh yeah. Because
we have to. Because you're right. You don't sink in upwards of 100 million for one actor just to go, no, cover him up like Darkman. Just fucking cover up his face.
I'm so intrigued of where this Doom is going to come from. It's not going to be the same Earth. It's going to be somewhere in the multiverse. Also, is it going to be where the Fantastic Four come from?
I don't think so.
No.
I think the Doom that gets introduced there is going to be our Doom.
Our Doom.
Whereas this is another Doom. Like the theory I read was this is a Tony Stark who lost when the blip happened.
Yep.
That was it. The Avengers didn't come back.
Right. He lost everybody.
So he lost everybody. So now he wants to remake the Earth to bring back everybody. So he's going
to do that. It's Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. But we'll see. I do hope that it's Victor Von Doom and not like a Tony Stark variant.
Oh man.
I know they're saying it's Victor Von Doom right now, but I mean, come on. Like I said, they're liars. All of them are liars.
I wonder if they're going to do something stupid like it's the mind of Doom inside the body of Tony Stark.
Well, didn't they do that with Superior Iron Man?
Yeah.
They ripped off Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's why I didn't read it.
That's exactly. I did the same thing.
I was like, Bendis Malieve? Oh, it sounds dumb.
The second I saw Superior Iron Man and I heard the premise, I was like, but we just did that with Spider-Man. We literally just did that with Spider-Man. So why are we doing this here?
It works so well over there.
Actually, it kind of did. It was a pretty crazy run, and he wrote it forever.
Yeah.
With Dr. Octopus as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The only thing that
Long
pissed me
time.
off about it, though, is that as soon as they flipped back, they did a brief run where he was Superior Octopus,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's a bad guy again.
Yeah. That's how it works.
It's Spencer. Spencer reverted him back to a bad guy right away. I was like, but.
But it's Spencer.
But yeah, so I'm hopefully optimistic now. Or optimistically hopeful. That works better.
Yeah.
As opposed to cautiously optimistic. I feel better about the upcoming slate of movies.
I do too. There's 4 next year.
The Thunderbolts trailer actually looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Like better than I expected it to be.
I gotta see if I can catch it.
But
yeah, because next year we got Captain America.
Which looks good.
Thunderbolts.
Like it looks really good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like I don't know.
It looks like they gave him super strength though. I was watching that trailer and he's throwing guys.
Yeah, but also keep in mind that he's wearing a couple of different suits and one of them is a full-on armor.
Okay, well maybe.
Right?
I was just like, okay.
But I mean, overall though, I've always kind of been pumped for Brave New World.
Yeah.
I've always been looking forward to that movie.
I've been intrigued.
Even after I sat through 6 episodes of Foz.
Yeah.
And Foz was okay.
Foz.
But
Foz.
I don't know. Like, are they going to touch upon the power broker? Sorry, Sharon Carter.
I hope not. That was right dumb.
Yeah, I hope they do, and they just go, "Oh no, that was a scroll."
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your moment. I thought Secret Invasion was going to fix things, not make it worse.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because what's his face? Rhodey was also a scroll.
Yep.
Yeah. But they didn't tell us at what point he was a scroll. So my guess is they're going to do this move where they just they don't mention it anymore ever again.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So yeah, no, San Diego Comic-Con was pretty cool. Fantastic Four trailer. I loved the.
Oh, it looks great.
I love that vintage vibe.
Looks so good.
The car, everything was really cool. I was really on the fence, actually, like more against Pedro Pascal being cast. But
you and I both, but
he had, just from that little thing I saw, I was like, he's really clicking with this cast. There's chemistry for sure there.
Well, I wasn't so much worried about the chemistry.
Yeah.
Because he has chemistry, period. It's more or less, do you have chemistry with Pedro?
Right.
Because if you don't, then you shouldn't be in this movie.
He's one of those actors where, like, I love, but he's everywhere, and I get sick of him.
For me, it's the age.
That's
the biggest thing for me.
Bugged me.
The age bugs me the most.
He's like a good 12, 15 years older than Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, and it's like that's how you're gonna start your franchise on,
right?
With an older,
like he's older than us.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see how well it does.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope it does really well. I really do. I hope it does really well.
Hey, even if it's a one-off, it gets them into the MCU where they can play in the Avengers movies.
But truthfully, for a guy that I've never really sat down and read large chunks of Fantastic Four or anything like that, I've always loved the concept.
Yeah.
Right? And that's, I find with comic books is very interesting for me because I love a lot of these concepts, but I don't read any of the books. Right? Mm-hmm. Like Iron Man, I love the concept.
Oh, yeah.
I've read maybe 3 or 4 Iron Man, specific Iron Man books, and that's it. Maybe 5. We'll say 5.
I haven't touched much of Iron Man. I think the most I ever read was the Extremist run, Warren Ellison, Edgar Nobden.
Right. That's right.
That was a good run.
I read that run. I read that entire run.
And that run is what kicked off the MCU. So.
And the only reason I read that run was because you were like, the run is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm reading Iron Man.
Yeah.
I am excited for Iron Man this fall. That's steampunk style.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, that looks good.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I'm definitely checking that out.
That's it's definitely one I would be checking out.
Yeah.
But getting back to Fantastic Four,
Fantastic Four.
one of the things I think would be, I hope it gets its own at least 2 movies. Like I hope it gets at least a second movie, because like
I was really hoping it was going to be like, this looks awesome, but with Galactus and everything. But I wanted that in the sequel. I wanted them just to go like small with the Mole Man and stuff in the first. I really wanted that.
yeah, but
Mole Man would have worked great in the 60s.
we don't know how much we're actually going to see Galactus in this movie.
Yeah.
It's easy to think he's going to be the big bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Especially because, like, I mean, realistically, in his first appearance, it was what, issue 4, and they beat him in the first
Who,
appearance.
Galactus?
Yeah,
No, issue 48.
48. That's right, 48.
48. Him
But still-
and the Surfer.
They beat him
Mm-hmm.
without anyone else. No Avengers, no
Yeah.
nothing, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, he was a little more smaller and
Yeah.
fleshier back then.
he also hadn't like consumed that many planets.
Yeah.
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 But it's like comic books; they always come back bigger and badder and
Yep.
better. So
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I thought
I'm stoked.
that glimpse of him,
oh
though,
man, the eyes.
and just knowing that he is decked
And
out.
then
in
the drone show that Marvel put on outside. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Holy crap, man! They got the whole sky is just drones lit up as characters,
Oh, wow.
animated, and it's drones.
Oof.
And they have Galactus just like rise from behind the tree line in front of San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh,
And he's just like standing over
I
everyone.
gotta watch that. 'cause that's
yeah,
really
it's
cool.
awesome.
That's really
It's
cool.
really cool.
But yeah, so Fantastic Four, I'm pumped for. I hope it does really well. I
Yep.
hope it spins off. It gets its own, at least a second movie. At least a second.
At
movie,
least.
right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
You know. And,
Our luck, that second movie will have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and Hulk.
although
The
actually,
new Fantastic Four.
funny as I was saying this, we're talking about Pedro Pascal's age. What if by the end of Secret War,
Mhm.
it's recast anyway
It's
for a younger
possible.
version of that
right?
character, right?
I mean, they keep teasing that they're going to bring back like Toby and Hugh, and
I honestly, I think we're going to see those people back.
I think we're going to see everyone.
But I think,
We're going to see.
it ends with new versions of those characters.
Yeah.
Like Captain America gets recast, Iron Man
Yeah.
gets recast. Thor, I don't think gets recast just yet.
Yeah. But then
I'm
you end
not
up in
sure
that
about that.
same like with James Gunn's DC right now. It's like everyone should get recast. You know,
No.
just don't keep
I'm
it
not-
your friends.
I'm not saying everyone should get recast. I'm just saying, like,
Well, don't you think just start fresh across the board?
why? Why does it have to start fresh?
Why not? And if they recast,
No, I understand why not. Like, okay, why not? Because you start fresh, but if Hemsworth still wants to be Thor,
Mhm.
why wouldn't you stay with the most marketable version of Thor? Same with Chris Evans. If Chris Evans says, "Yeah, you know what? I will spend the next 10
Yeah,
years
you know
of my
what?
life being Captain
yeah,
America,"
I'll come
again,"
back and be Cap.
right? But I mean, obviously, after Secret War, sorry, there's no way we're seeing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine ever again.
No,
Just like after Secret War, there's no way we're seeing Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool again. That's it. That's over.
though we say that now.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, 20
But-
years from now, if they're like, yeah, he was going to do Old Man Logan, I'll be like, ah, yes.
We already watched Old Man Logan.
We saw a tease of Old Man Logan.
No, we watched.
Yeah, oh yeah, that Logan, but that wasn't the Old Man Logan.
I don't
It was
want
an
to.
older man named Logan.
Don't want to see Hulk incesting at all.
I do.
Yes, you do. Because you want the Old Man Logan.
Oh, it's the Old Man Logan. Come on,
Oh no! I just want to see blind Hawkeye.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
get Jeremy Renner.
But anyway, but I think because I also look at this as a little bit different than the DC Marvel or movie universe.
Yeah.
Okay. Because while they're saying this is like a reboot, like they're saying it's a reboot, whatever, they don't have to do it as clear cut the way DC is doing it, because DC shouldn't have done it this way.
No.
They should have sat there and said, yeah, but like, because I mean, there's still talk that Blue Beetle is part of this.
Yeah,
right?
apparently it's him and.
So
and
now
Booster.
Blue Beetle's back.
I read one guy's comment online. It was Keith Giffen or Gillen, the writer.
Oh, Keith Giffen.
Giffen. Yeah. he's ridden Booster Gold for years, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I got no problem with the casting. The weird thing for me is you get a guy that's almost 50 to play Booster, and then you got like this teenage guy playing Blue Beetle, and they're supposed to be buddies. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, again, I have no problem with the casting, but I never thought that he's that close to 50, and then you're like, yeah, that's right. He
Yeah,
is.
you're right. And
So it's
that's
the same
yeah,
argument
And he's a kid. Yeah.
with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Right? But I'd take Pedro Pascal over Camille. And I like both actors, but
Yeah.
Pascal's an actor.
Yeah.
No offense.
Camille is,
No offense, Camille. I mean, if I had half your success, I'd be happy.
mhm.
A quarter of your success, I'd be happy. So,
If I just got Eternals, I'd be happy.
but I don't think we'll see the Eternals, though.
No, they're gone.
Yeah, well,
They're gone.
they're in the abyss where we don't mention.
There's people online going, "Oh, can you imagine if we get to see Axe in live action, which is Avengers, X-Men, Eternals?" And I'm like, you're never
No.
seeing the Eternals again.
No, never.
Never.
So yeah, I do think they're in a nice spot where they can recast if they want to.
Yep.
Or not, right? Because also by the time Secret War comes out, that's what 2026
Mhm.
tentatively.
No, 27 is
2027. That's right.
26.
26 is
Doomsday.
That's right, Doomsday.
Yeah.
So 2027. So by that point, if Holland does re-sign, which more than likely he has, he will be in the middle of his 4th and 5th movie.
Yep.
Right? You're not going to recast that Spider-Man.
Holland?
Yeah. You're not going to, and especially in between, potentially, I think...
They're not going to recast Peter Parker. It's going to
honestly
go to Miles.
kind of think what's going to happen is he signs on for a 4th movie,
Mm-hmm.
then he does those 2, and depending on how the 4th does and how those 2 go, like, I think he'll be on a picture-by-picture. I don't think
Yeah.
he'll be on a 3-movie deal after this.
Unless he gets a Downey Jr. paycheck thrown at him.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
100 million?
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they do the picture by picture, right? Because Downey, he did his 6 movies,
Mm-hmm.
and once he did his 6 appearances, then it was per picture,
Picture by picture, yep.
and then that was when it was like, okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the price tag kept going up and up. So I think that's what they might do with Holland is he'll just do picture by picture at that point. Because fuck, he said himself, like, he left the Spider-Man movie in a really good place, and they need a really good movie to bring it back, which is fair, especially because all of his other projects haven't done as well, both critically and commercially. Not just commercially, but critically as well. I think the only one that I heard really good reviews about was Cherry. Like, most of it is he's really good, the movies are not, or the TV shows are not, or whatever.
What do you think of a new Warriors movie led by Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
My only real hesitance against this is because I only really picture Holland Spider-Man in his own movies and Avengers movies. That's it.
Yeah.
And also, I think what they should do. I don't ultimately know from the New Warriors right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
unless
I'm just looking for ways to get Darkhawk into movies.
that's too deep a cut. It's too deep a cut.
That's not deep. It's a shadow cut.
I'll give you the wordplay, but no, it's a deep cut.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
I'm just saying.
Fine.
You say Darkhawk, how many people know who you're talking
I
about?
mean, Agatha gets their own TV show, but fuck Darkhawk.
The only reason why she got her own TV show is because Catherine Hahn
It's hot.
was also incredibly talented.
Yeah, that was my second thing to say.
I was going to say the incredibly talented part first. But she is. She's both those things.
Yes.
But, like, if she wasn't as good, and also they greenlit it when they were going TV crazy.
Oh, I know. I'm surprised he stuck with it.
I think because they immediately started filming, and they were like, fuck, well, we have to.
It looks good, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like a
I think it looks really
nice
good.
horror vibe to
It looks way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
I like how it's not just WandaVision, but through Agatha's eyes.
Yep.
This is different. I'm okay with it. I'm all right. It's a story I don't need to watch, but I will watch to see if I
mhm.
like it. I'll check it out. But otherwise, I'm not like, oh my god, but also, oh, fuck this shit. I'm
Yes.
just, eh.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'll watch at least the first 2 episodes to see how well it goes,
Mhm.
and after that, then it'll just be whatever. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm excited for Fantastic Four.
Yep.
I'm excited the potential ramifications of casting Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we may at the upcoming D23, that might be where they announce Tom Holland has resigned.
That'd be a good spot to do it.
Yeah.
Right after Downey Jr. in San Diego.
Yeah. And also, right after they showed us the teaser trailer for Daredevil Born Again.
Yep.
Because then after that, I'll be like, ah.
Oh, and that's how they announce he's back. He makes an appearance in Daredevil. Daredevil made an appearance in his movie.
I would honestly lose it. I would just be like, yep, cool, awesome, fucking right.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? That's the first trailer, and then you just see Spidey show
just
up.
a quick glimpse of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would probably go nuts. I'd probably just be like, okay, you know what, Doc, you're going to have to put me into a coma until March of next year because life is going to be too hard. And they'll be like, what about November for your kid? I'll be like, yeah, wake me up for that.
Holy
put
shit.
me right back out.
The thought of it pumps me up so much. Just to see Kingpin standing there against Daredevil, Punisher, and Spider-Man. Oh! Holy moly.
And then Daredevil, or the Fisk just shits himself because I know he's like powered up, leveled up in the in this version, but even in the comic books, he couldn't hold his own against Punisher, Daredevil, and Spider-Man.
No.
Fuck that shit. Even in the Ultimate Verse, he was ridiculously strong in the Ultimate Verse.
Yeah, and the new one too. The new
one, he's got powers.
Ginormous.
He's got powers too.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Spider-Man's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah, it's good.
Real good shit.
It's good. It's good.
Speaking of real good shit, I read the latest Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man.
And it was just shit?
Well, most of the issue was them, the sins of Norman was passing back between each of them.
Oh, that's
so sweet. Norman, or the Goblin, transferred all of Norman's money and power and stuff into Peter Parker.
Okay.
Because the goal was he was going to, like, the Norman sins, Goblin was going to take over Peter's body.
Right.
Which is the whole Goblin Spider-Man thing.
Yeah.
Right? They end up passing it back and forth until until Norman realizes that not only is Peter smarter than him, he figured out a way to trap the soul or the spirit, and then they destroyed it. So as of right now, the Green Goblin, the Norman Osborn Green Goblin, is dead as of right now. For at least
a year.
I was going to say 6 months, but a year? I'll take a year.
He's been dead a few times, hasn't he?
I'll take a year. No, but I mean, like, this is, like, he's normal. He's Norman Osborn. No Goblin. No split personality. No nothing. For now. But, yeah.
We know what's going to happen.
Yeah. The book still sucked, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Pretty bad.
I hope Joe Kelly can bring it back a bit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No?
He's going to be working with Dr. Doom as an armored Sorcerer Supreme type. Well, no, because Dr. Doom is the now Sorcerer Supreme. And he's going to be his apprentice.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, Spider-Man is going to be the apprentice to Dr. Doom, the new Sorcerer Supreme.
Yep.
Did you see the picture of the armored Spider-Man?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Spidey Sorcerer or what?
Yeah,
I saw it. I didn't know it was from that.
That's what it's from.
I was just like, oh, yeah. I thought it was the current run. Because it was just like, oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be in the current run? Because this is a fucking garbage run. Sorry, no.
Oh, man.
No tanks. No tanks. Although I will say, I do have high hopes for Joe Kelly because I do like Joe Kelly's run. Remember I mentioned the Deadpool run?
Yep.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly
wrote the first bunch of issues.
Yep.
And Madriera was doing the art on that one. That's literally the reason I took it was Deadpool, Madriera. I was like, yes.
Was it, or was it McGinnis? I thought it was McGinnis.
No, I'm sorry, it was McGinnis. That's right.
McGinnis.
Ed
Okay,
McGinnis.
yeah.
That's right.
Prior to his big.
Well, actually, no, and it's Ed McGinnis on Amazing Spider-Man right now too.
Is it really? So John Romita Jr. is off it?
Oh yeah, he's been off it for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's their flagship book, and it's a joke every year.
No, it's the greatest
Every year.
book ever.
Like,
yeah, it is Ed McGinnis. I thought so. I thought it looked familiar. I mean, to be fair, it's still nice to look at.
yeah, at least the art's nice.
It's just, I find, like, Ed McGinnis is a weird one for me personally to see on Spider-Man.
Yeah, because they're bulky.
He does tanks.
Yeah.
You know, like his Superman run, I was
Yeah.
like, yep. Yep.
Superman Batman was amazing.
Oh, I was just about to say, I was literally like, that first 6 issues.
Holy crap.
Oh.
The first 2 years almost.
Yeah, but
they had McGinnis, and then they did that run with Turner.
And then it was Pacheco.
And then it was Pacheco, and then they went back to McGinnis.
That's right. That first year.
Yeah, the first
right.
year.
And then after that, I think I stopped after that.
Yeah, I did too. I actually stopped after Pacheco.
Yeah, you stopped after Pacheco.
I didn't get to the last.
I stopped after, because they closed up that story arc.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did the full run.
Pacheco to me was a drop off from Turner and McGinnis.
But also the story wasn't that great either.
No, it wasn't. I don't remember what it was about at all. I remember vividly the first and second arc.
Do you want to know what this story was about? If I recall, right. One of the Legionnaire bad guys stopped the Bruce Wayne's parents from being killed.
Okay.
And Superman wasn't raised by Mom and Pa Kent. He was raised by
okay, yeah, that's right. Was it like
who the fuck was it? Vandal Savage?
Yeah.
And they
went alternate universe. Yeah.
Originally they were tyrants, and then they changed history again, and then Bruce was no longer Batman, and they had to. The story wasn't that great. No. I didn't mind the Pacheco art, but it's a pretty steep drop off.
Yeah. But before Pacheco started, they had that one shot, right? Written by Jeff Loeb's son.
Yep, that's right. And Tim Sale did the art.
Tim Sale, that's who it was.
Yep, and it was Superboy Robin's story. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that was good.
Oh man,
that was good. Okay, so I don't have anything else to say about comic books, except for
the Bullet logo.
There it is. DC's Bullet is back.
Yeah.
I loved the idea for film. I'm like, yes, that's awesome for film.
Yeah.
But for the comic books, it's cool, but I don't think it's going to last longer than a year.
I think it'd be cool if they left it on the regular DC universe, but they used something different on the Absolutes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what are your thoughts on the Absolutes?
Different. Wonder Woman seems pretty cool. I'll check out Wonder Woman for sure.
Wonder Woman is the one out of all of them. I was like,
that one looks pretty cool.
I'll check out that one.
But Batman being a ginormous tank.
Batman I'll check out.
I'll check out Batman. It's Scott Snyder, so I'm sure.
But it's weird because they're like
Superman's weird though.
They're all weird though.
Yeah.
There's Wonder Woman, no Amazons.
Yes.
It's Bruce Wayne, but no
money.
no money, no. Yeah. Okay, fine. But also the fact that he's a giant tank.
Yeah, and Superman is what? No kryptonite or no Krypton?
No Kansas, like no
Smallville and shit.
No Smallville, no Mom Pa Kent.
Okay.
I don't like the costume so much. Like I think it's funny that most of it is based off of Cavill's Superman.
Yeah.
But I don't like the stylized energy red here. I think the cape phasing in and out is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But for an alternate take of Superman, I don't know.
It's different.
Yeah, like I don't like if all of a sudden they want regular Superman to be like phased cape or whatever. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
I do like the S. The S looks super cool.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any of that outline trim. It's just the diamond and the S. So it looks really cool. The art on across the board looks crazy. Green Lantern and Flash sound really interesting.
Yep. And what's the sixth one? Martian Manhunter.
I haven't heard anything about that one, but
Absolute
I'm like,
Martian Manhunter.
is it? If I'm going with anything, it's gonna be the Martian Manhunter without Mars.
The Flash without speed.
Well,
He's just the slowest man
funnily
alive.
enough, though, the Flash is Wally West.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because the talk is that they're going to try and base a lot of the movie stuff
Okay.
off the Absolute line, similar to what they did with the Ultimates.
Right, right.
In the Ultimate Universe. But they went with Wally because Barry's so tainted right now.
Yeah.
Because in their infinite wisdom, they went through with the one movie that they shouldn't have done.
They who should not be named.
I'll say this just like I said it before. If they get help, because I mean, I want people to be happy and healthy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? They get help, that's fine. But it's just so weird that you like anchored yourself to one of the most problematic people at that point in time. And also said, okay, we're going to anchor this movie, but also tell everybody not to watch the other movies because they don't matter. Watch this movie, but not these ones.
Hopping back for a second, TMZ cut out with Jonathan Majors on the street.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
He's heartbroken.
Well, I don't know.
It is kind of funny when you look at it, though. It's like they replaced Jonathan Majors with a man that also went to prison at one time.
Well, how long ago had it been?
It's been a long time.
No. I mean, even before, like Iron Man, how long had it been since he had been in trouble?
Mid-90s, maybe?
Time had already passed.
Yeah.
Enough time had passed. Like, even Jon Favreau was looking at it like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that he isn't getting more work. Enough time has been passed. He has shown
his growth.
That it wasn't I've been good for a couple months. I haven't smacked around anybody. Or like in his case, I haven't woken up in kids' beds because I was fucked out of my mind. No, he put in the work.
Yep.
He got clean. He did whatever it worked. Like Wing Chun, he constantly tells people Wing Chun is what kept me alive. So he got clean. He solidified his marriage, his family, all of that. And then finally, like, it got to a point where, like, everyone around him was like, but like, let him fucking work.
Yep.
Jonathan
Majors,
I mean, it's not that far removed from his instances, okay?
But do you think there's an opportunity for him, if he keeps good for a decade or so, to return as Kang one day?
I think there's an opportunity for most people. You put in the work. You show that you made an effort. You're legit sorry. Not some bullshit like, well, I'm a star, I can do whatever I want attitude.
Yeah.
Which is true, because that's what we do with celebrities. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
It's true until it's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's true until it's not. But the problem with Jonathan Majors was he should have fucking waited a bit.
Yep.
Waited until he got a couple more credible hits under his belt. Maybe won a couple awards. Then start smacking people around. That's so bad. That's so bad. But I mean, that's...
You like the taste of my Oscar?
Yeah, exactly. How do you like that? But like, I did see the interview and he was like, oh, I'm heartbroken. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm not going to feel bad for you.
Yep.
You made a choice. And then on top of that
choice... It was the wrong choice, bitch.
On top of that choice, you fucking lied about it.
Yeah. That's the thing, too. If he would have came clean right off the bat, maybe he would have had a standing chance.
Yeah.
But the fact that he kept Marvel and Disney like on their toes throughout the whole case.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's kind of like when Enzo Amore got fired.
Yeah.
He was ultimately found clean. Like, it turned out she was in fact lying, and they made up all those stories. He got fired because he didn't fucking tell him anything. The story broke.
Yep.
And then he was like, oh yeah, this whole thing. And they're like, we gotta let you go. Instead of saying, hey guys, this crazy bitch is saying this shit about me. It's probably going to get pretty loud in here. So just, I didn't do anything. So whatever you want to do is fine. And they could have said, okay, well, you know what? We'll have to cut you loose for now, and we'll see how things play out. And depending on how things turn out, we might be able to bring you back in. Instead, it was, get the fuck out. And then he was like, okay, I'll show up at SummerSlam and try to make a big deal. And they're like, okay, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gives a shit.
Nope.
You can leave just because you're stinking up the joint and enjoy your life.
Mhm.
Now, to be fair, he apparently is turning himself around. He's having a nice career on the indies. So maybe in a couple years we'll see Enzo back
Maybe.
on some form of bigger league.
If we see him in Thunder Bay, we know he's on his way.
If we see him at Thunder Bay, it'll be hard for me not to. Like, my biggest problem with him was that he couldn't fucking wrestle.
No,
He was so like, and not even like in that like he's learning. Like, okay, what's her face? American Alpha, Maxine.
Oh, yeah.
Maxine is steadily improving.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it every time she's in the ring.
Yep.
Even on Raw, where she didn't even wrestle, but the way she placed herself.
Yeah.
She's getting it. She's getting better. Okay. She doesn't have to be Charlotte.
This is becoming a nice segue into our wrestling conversation.
It worked out kind of nice. It did. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you get my point, right?
Yeah, I do.
She started off horrible, like god awfully bad,
awful.
like holy shit bad.
Why are you here?
So bad that even I was like, okay, I understand you're attractive, but fuck off with this bullshit, right? If you're a manager, that's fine.
Mhm.
Okay, fine. You were brought in to replace Max Dupree, and he became LA Knight again. Great. But the second she stepped in the ring, I was like, fuck off. But now I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm liking it.
Give her another 6 months, give her another year. Let's see where she's at. I guarantee you she'll be better. That wasn't happening with Enzo. No. He should, the second he was on main roster and they weren't going to do a tag team because they split them too soon, but they had to because they were both of them. Like, what's his Big Bill? He admits he was in a fucked up place when they were main roster.
Yeah.
He said, I am the reason why I got fired. They should have fired me. I'm glad they did. And he's apparently having a pretty good run in AEW. So I think he'll be back long before Enzo.
Yeah.
But I also was like looking at him going, he's not that good either, but he's getting better. Enzo was like, I don't have to get better because I got the stick and I'm great. And he was. They were over mostly because of his promo work.
Yeah.
But you were stinking up the cruiserweights. And I mean, okay, Vince in his heat put him as the cruiserweight champion, and then what happened? Pac left. And that whole division closed up shop shortly after. It was a smart idea to put it on him, though, because he's a heat seeker.
Yep.
But I guarantee you, he was in the back saying things like, you guys fucking doing your flips and your headlocks and shit. I don't have to do anything. I just have to talk. And they were like, cool, bro. Keep talking. Anyway, fuck him. SummerSlam final prediction. Unless you got anything else.
No. But before we hop into SummerSlam, and we're on the topic of wrestling, can I just say how fucking awesome the Wyatt Six look?
I didn't even recognize Dexter Lumis.
Holy crap! What a change.
He leaned out. He's got a full sleeve now instead of a half sleeve. He's got like dreadlocks, a fucking beard. You would never know. I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, did they actually just do 6? Because I don't know who the fuck this guy is. And then I was like, okay, fine, fuck it. Google it. And I went,
oh, yeah? You had to Google it?
I was so fucking blown because last time I seen Dexter Lumis, okay, regardless of this appearance, jacked. Okay? Like, holy shit, jacked. Like Randy Orton, just this fucking tank. He's probably lost like 20 pounds, maybe even more. He is leaned out completely. And also, he was powerbombed onto someone else.
Yeah.
You would never have seen Dexter Lumis do that, have that done to him. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Google it. I was like, that's fucking Dexter Lumis. This is fucking insane. But I'm totally sold on the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them in the ring next week.
Man. I hope this translates to really good stuff for all of them because I'm a fan of all of them.
Oh, me too.
I liked all of them.
This
Dexter
has been
Lumis,
really good, really intriguing stuff so far.
Lumis's serial killer gimmick is one of those weird ones that works to a degree.
Yeah.
But you got to be really careful with it because it's a serial killer gimmick. Right? I was really disappointed that they broke up him and Indy. and then they were on the main roster. And it's
I
like,
know, right?
why didn't they get back together?
Index.
Right? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, regardless, I'm 100% in on the Wyatt Six. Like I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just keep it going. I like that they're targeting Chad Gable.
Yeah, I like the idea of like people
who's
that
also incredible.
broke up families.
Yeah, I also like how not everyone is getting a therapy session, right? And I don't think everyone should get a therapy session. The ones that were closest to him should.
Yep.
Right? Like, I mean, I understand we're all friends, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But obviously, Eric Rowan is going to be closer.
Yes.
Bo Dallas is going to be closer.
Yeah.
Right? Alexa Bliss, whenever she shows up, she's going to be closer. These were riding buddies, right? Yeah. And obviously brothers as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I actually liked that they got different versions of those videos. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm so in on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man. And Bo Dallas, like, switching back and forth between Howdy. And I love the way Howdy looks now. I didn't like the way he looked when he was originally with
No,
Bray.
me neither.
I didn't like the mask shape and everything.
No.
The new mask is awesome.
The old mask looked too cartoony.
Too cartoony.
And it was hard to take him serious because, like, it didn't fit, in my opinion, because, like, Bray, like, even at the last time we saw him, I think, was the Lights Out match.
That was his last time wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
Last time we actually saw him, he was doing
right.
a thing with fucking what are they called? B-Fab's boys.
Sorry?
B-Fab's old gang.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's
what
right.
were they called?
Fuck. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing something with them.
Yeah, that's right. Hit Row.
Hit Row, there it is.
Which makes no sense.
None at all.
But regardless, although I still have that visual of that glow-in-the-dark paint, the demon face that he had.
It
I
was
was like,
awesome.
man, that was awesome.
Especially when he leaned backwards from the corner.
Holy shit. So cool. So cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I hope it's good. I hope it ends up being really, really good. I hope actually, honestly, it kind of fills the position of the Judgment Day because they're on the brink of exploding or imploding, I should say.
I think Judgment Day is going to stick around.
The current version of it will not.
Version will not.
No.
And
then we'll just, but I do think that once they do the split and the split storyline is done, they're going to drop off a bit.
Yes.
So the Wyatt Six can slot right in there quite nicely, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Because I love everyone in that group. There's not one person in that group that I'm not like, oh.
I don't want to see any of them go for titles, though. I want
I
want
agree.
titles to stay away from
right now. I don't think
he was the Fiend. Yeah, I mean,
it makes no sense.
Yeah,
it seems like why wouldn't he be more like, no, I just want to beat you.
Yeah,
I'll take that title.
Yeah.
Like have him win the title and then just throw it down. Like I don't even want to touch this thing.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones that are all about material possessions, not me.
Or just say, I want you at WrestleMania non-title match. Why would you want a non-title match? Because I want your title.
Yeah. With everything that it represents?
I want everyone to know that you're beatable.
Or even beat him for the title and just say, no, I keep it. I don't fucking... I beat you.
Yeah.
That's it. Trinkets. I don't need trinkets. That's good. I like
that.
But yeah, so... But also... the way they're being built up is different too.
It's very different. Very different.
But we'll see. I'm excited. I'm liking it. I'm in. I can't wait for it to get better. Maybe they'll get rid of the Final Testament.
Maybe. Damage Control, possible face turn.
Yeah, that was a tough crowd though on Monday.
It's a tough crowd.
It's a tough crowd.
It's a tough crowd. I think it's too soon. They should have had Sonya's group tear down House a little longer.
I don't think it's too soon. I just think that if they're going to be baby faces, they shouldn't still do heel things.
Yeah.
Make it clear cut
that we're not those people anymore.
Yeah. That's how I would do it. Yeah, but yeah, actually, you know, it is kind of too soon. It
Yeah,
is kind of too
right.
soon.
I mean, they've only taken out really Katana and Kaden and
Yeah.
Lyra. Really, that's pretty much it.
I want Lyra to stay away from those two so bad.
Oh,
It just
I know.
she was like
It's pulling
here,
her so far down.
and now she's here, and it's painful because
Like,
she's so
You
good.
were in the finals at Queen of the Ring,
Like
against Nia Jax, and now you're doing this.
Like you were literally, I was calling that she was gonna win.
Yep.
I was calling. I was like, oh man, she's gonna win. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fucking great. Because then we were saying like Tiffany Stratton is gonna win the Queen of the Ring, which she did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but man, that's a vortex she's in right now. But what else can you do?
Nothing.
There's not a secondary women's title.
Until those come, it's insane that there's one on NXT and not the main rosters. It makes no sense.
So
no sense at all.
So fucked.
At all. But
Ugh.
as soon as those titles.
Oh, you know what it'll be? It'll be the women's Netflix title. Just to stick it to the TBS title. Channels? No.
No. Streaming.
We're just a streaming match service. So wherever this can be streamed, that's where we'll wrestle. Anyway. What else are you excited about?
What else am I excited about? Outside of everything at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Really nothing on SmackDown. In fact, I missed it last Friday because I went to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. And I got home. I was like, I don't even want to watch the replay. I already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, Cody's going to do something with the bloodline, and then guess what? Cody gets beat up. The end.
Yeah, no,
I'm just.
It's
the same.
Tough.
It's the same every week.
But I mean, you know, the funny part though is the people that are complaining about this with Cody.
Yeah,
it was the same with Roman.
100%. And I got no problem with Cody being champion. Let's be honest. I love it.
Love it.
I love it.
The story sucks though.
The story sucks.
We're at a particular lull point, but I mean, even
Jacob
Roman's...
2 is awesome, but I don't give a shit about the new bloodline.
No,
at all.
No, Solo. I'm also a big fan of Solo. I am a big fan of Solo.
He's good.
I like that.
Is he main event SummerSlam good? No.
That's the point, though.
No.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. But I mean, the Roman story had lulls too.
It did.
Not every single period.
You think about everyone he wrestled along the way, and there was a bunch of filler guys in there.
Well, Kevin Owens was like 6.
Yeah.
6 matches.
Oh, who can throw him now? Let's get Owens again.
It's been long enough in between Owens matches. Yeah. I mean, like, I remember the early Jimmy and Jay stuff was awesome. When he made Jimmy turn, like join the bloodline, fucking awesome. And then they started running roughshod. That was good. Then eventually it starts to do this. Then Sammy came in, and that's when it was like, oh shit. And then it started to become really, really fucking hot again. And then Sammy got out, and it was still kind of maintaining. And then they managed to maintain over the course of the next year, but it was still a lot of this. I
could kind of see Sammy losing the title at SummerSlam, and then him and Jay going back to the bloodline.
Oh yeah, to help out. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you think about War Games, The Rock won't be at War Games. You already got 5 guys on the other side.
Maybe that WrestleMania, like, behind the scenes thing.
Yeah.
That they were hoping was going to repair his image didn't repair his image as well as they thought it was going to do.
No.
So we might see him sooner.
We might.
I
don't expect him to wrestle again until Royal Rumble at the earliest.
Oh no.
I mean, his shape is totally different right now too, because he's shooting an MMA movie. Like he's not in the shape from WrestleMania now.
But also, he shouldn't be wrestling all the time anyway.
No.
Tease it for as long as you can.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's the final boss.
He's final boss. Cody said there's a lot of gas in that tank left.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah. So while the story isn't that great right now, the only problem though is that there's not a lot going on outside of that story that's also really cool. Like the LA Knight stuff, still consistently great. I think he's like the third most over babyface right now.
Yep.
I really, really, really want him to beat Logan Paul. If he doesn't beat Logan Paul, then they might as well just fucking say goodbye to LA
Yeah,
Knight.
you might as well just get rid of LA Knight.
Because
you've done it how many times now? Like,
I mean, I'll give him credit. He has maintained a steady crowd support.
I was worried it was going to fall off, but it's pretty solid still.
I think that's what kind of they're looking at it. They were like, well, we'll see. We'll see if it maintains. Then we'll look at it. And, you know, because we're talking like Money in the Bank
Give him the
last
championship.
year.
Give him the championship.
Money in the Bank last year.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're over a year. He's maintained that level. It hasn't dropped down as much as who knows? They're hoping it dropped down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're in a position where it's shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Give him the title.
Logan is the longest reigning U.S. champ in 10 years. And he's had 2 title defenses.
Yeah, but in Logan Paul's defense, he's not wrestling every week.
No.
And
he's been around a lot, though.
Yeah.
Just not wrestling.
Yeah. He's a marquee guy. He's their top guy. I mean, you can't have him injured. And let's be clear here. John Morrison said this. He's great for the level of rehearsing that they go through. And I never thought of it. Yes, Logan Paul is fantastic in the ring, but as soon as he said the rehearsing, I was like, oh, that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
So every match is mapped out 100%, and that's all he does is just do that one match over and over until it's perfect.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Good for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
It looks incredibly believable. So, but yeah, no, I think take the belt off him. Don't put a belt on him ever again.
Yep.
And revisit the contract whenever it's up and just see. Look at the metrics. But I guess that's an even better segue. So
SummerSlam.
I'm saying Logan Paul beats, or LA Knight beats him. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he beats Logan Paul. Not just hopeful. I'm like, this is it. He's gonna take it, and then they're gonna see.
I want LA Knight to win, but there's so much against him going into this. He's been beating the shit out of Paul every single time.
Well, we'll see on SmackDown.
He's on top. He's on top.
We'll see on SmackDown.
SmackDown will show. If Paul's standing over top of him, the Knight's winning.
Potentially, but
potentially. Plus, it's in Paul's hometown, so we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, but do you think the people in Paul's hometown actually like him?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Because these are the people that fucking know him.
It's a great point.
More than anybody.
Yep.
And also, I don't know how you could like him. He doesn't seem like a likable guy.
He's not likable. No.
You know, like The Miz.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him being a likable guy in real life.
Yes.
Okay? I could definitely see there's probably aspects of him that come out into his character that people are like, holy fuck, buddy. Like, if you didn't know, like, you'd probably just be like, what the fuck's his deal? And other people that are like, oh, no, that's just how he is. He's actually incredibly cool, incredibly nice. It's just, that's how he is.
Yeah.
He's just a little bit of a weird dude, that kind of thing. Whereas, you don't hear that with Logan Paul. It's kind of like with Vince McMahon. When all this shit was coming out, you didn't hear too many people going, no, not Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Everyone was like, makes sense.
They're like, oh, yeah. Pretty much.
Yep,
I mean, I didn't expect it to that level, but at the same time, I'm not really surprised by this. I don't know anybody that came out and was like, nope, not Vince. Not except for John Cena. He was the only one that was like, no.
Yeah.
There's no way. In fact, he was really weird about it. I lost a lot of respect for him with his response. Randy originally was like, yeah, I don't know. And then later was like, yeah, it's just, you have to understand, it's really hard for me to see it because I haven't seen that aspect.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's like a father to me. And now I'm hearing this shit. And I mean, like, if it is true, that's fucking disgusting. That's horrible. We need to get him out of here. I hope it's not. But if it is, you know, whereas John still is just like, nope, nothing's wrong there.
Nope.
That's the place that gave me my career. And
and a hot dog.
That's right.
His career and a hot dog.
That's right. Career and a hot dog.
That's it.
Some people wrestle for a handshake and a hot dog. So
they do. They do.
Yeah. Okay. So Ultimately, you're saying
uh,
Logan Paul retains.
I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to say night, but ultimately it depends on SmackDown.
I'm saying night, period.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
they're in a shit or get off the pot situation.
Yeah.
Because, and I've been saying this for a while though, sometimes you just have to go, okay, fine, put the belt on them and see what happens.
See what happens.
If they're still shitting their pants week after week, you got something, and you can keep going, and now you can start building a feud around us.
Yep.
Okay? If they don't, and keep in mind, he's held this feud for almost 2 months now, by himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
If they don't, well, then you take the belt off him as soon as you can, and that's it. And you go, okay, well, we tried.
Yep.
LA, we tried, and this might be your level, and that's fine. And maybe he gets another run later on, but that's it. That's where he's at.
That's it.
And that's fine.
He's nearing the end, so just, take the shot now.
Yeah, it's not like he's a young guy anyway.
No.
So just do it, get it over with.
Yeah.
I mean, Logan Paul is going to bring, at this point now, I don't think Logan Paul is bringing out the eyes that he did at the beginning. Because the novelty factor's gone.
Right.
And
it's kind of like Ronda when she came in.
Exactly.
Huge novelty.
And at the same time, same with her, after a while, you realize that Logan Paul's wrestling the same match.
Yep.
So yes, it's still incredible.
Yep.
And it's still fantastic, but it's also like, you're just like, okay, but there's limitations now.
Yep.
And now I'm starting to see it. Same with Ronda. You were like, oh wow, she transitioned very well. And then later you were like, it's with certain people. It's with certain people that she looks really, really good with. So if anything, it's just to get that fucking title off of him.
I know.
At the very least.
All right, night.
But I'm saying night. Okay.
Night.
All right. Then there's no particular order here, so I'm going to say Bayley versus Nia Jax.
Nia,
I agree.
Nia's taking it.
I agree. And she should.
But also, that's going to really show who wins the Damian Gunther match. I think only the King or the Queen will win. They're not both going to win.
So anyway, so you say Nia Jax.
I'm saying Nia. I'm saying
Nia Jax.
Okay, so you're saying Nia. Okay, good.
I'm saying Nia Jax, although can I offer up a secondary one? Possibly Bayley, because Tiffany Stratton interference. Distraction from Tiffany Stratton with a possible cash-in.
Okay.
But I also think Nia Jax might actually be cashed in immediately after her win.
Tiff cashes in on Nia. That'd be pretty cool. Because Tiff's just on the edge of becoming a face. Like, it's great. People love her.
Yep. They're having a hard time booing her, is really what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, they put her with heat-seeking Nia, so that's a smart move. But even with heat-seeking Nia, like, they're kind of booing her when they're on screen together, but I think they're more or less just like, fuck you, Nia, you're blocking Tiffany.
Get
the fuck out of the way.
We can't see Tiff.
Okay, but yes, ultimately I do think Bayley loses.
Yep.
So Nia Jax wins. Whether we get a cash in or not, if she does cash in, she's winning the belt. Yep. This isn't going to be a false cash in like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so that's the one. Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa.
Cody.
Yeah.
You think Solo wins it?
I think Solo does win it.
You think he's going to win the title?
No.
Oh.
He's going to win by disqualification. He's going to beat the fuck out
of him. That's true. That's true. You're right. Cody loses in that sense. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Roman's going to come out. Solo's going to be pumped because you think Roman there for him, like to help him. But no.
Yeah. And then Cody's just going to back out and go, well, see you later, bud.
Yep.
And then that's Bloodline business. Cody is not a part of Bloodline business.
Bring in Randy.
Bring in Randy.
Yep.
The next week on SmackDown, Randy fucking nails him.
Yep.
Nails him. But I don't want like a tag team where they stand for 20 minutes at the end. They're like, yeah. So everyone's just like,
turn it on him.
okay. So I'm saying like This is a backstage RKO out of nowhere, just all of a sudden, like the shit that Ciampa's been trying to do on Twitter, trying to RKO him. And
yeah. I love that.
Except this time, Cody gets fucking RKO'd, and then just gets pummeled.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
all right.
I thought about this.
Okay. Yeah.
Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker.
Braun.
Sami Zayn.
You think Sami takes it again, eh?
I'm saying Sami takes it again. I've seen some chatter online where they're like, yeah, but Sami's starting to wind down his run, and Braun can't afford to lose. Braun can afford to lose. Also, Braun will lose. But he's going to lose because Ilya Dragunov is going to fucking come in there. He's going to fuck over.
Or
Braun.
He gets disqualified because he snaps.
Or that.
I don't see Sami beating him clean again.
Either way, Sami is retaining.
Okay, Sami retains. Okay, so far.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
but
I'm saying Braun. I'm saying Braun.
That's fine.
I'm also saying Braun because you got to get the title off Sami so he can go do the bloodline business.
Yeah, but we've got time.
All right.
We've got time. Because, I mean, to be fair, why would Sami be so eager to jump back into bloodline business after how badly he was treated? Why would he help Roman?
He's not helping Roman. He's helping Jay.
But Jay's not in the bloodline business just yet. And we don't have to immediately assume.
Jay goes first.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Because even if Jimmy shows up with Roman, which I think is going to happen, I think it's going to be Paul Heyman, Roman, and Jimmy. They had a match at WrestleMania. Yep. Jay basically was just like, look, he's always going to be my brother, but I'm done with that motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
Okay? So again, why does Jay want to, yeah, sure, it's his brother, but you're going to have to apologize, and you're going to have to eat some shit. You're going to have to put in the work, like we talked about earlier.
Yep.
So we can drag that out a bit. But yes, Jay comes in, Sami's coming in.
Sami.
Okay? So in between that time, Sami can lose it at any point after that.
Okay.
Told you, I thought about this. Okay.
He's been thinking.
So now here we get to the three big ones. These are the ones that I'm like, oh, this pay-per-view is sold on these three matches.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Liv.
Liv retains.
Liv's retaining.
But I think Liv retains because of Finn Balor.
Right.
And that leads into a Dom and Rhea full-on face turn. Like, Rhea's a babyface right now.
Yep.
But I think Dom will they'll try to make it look like he's going to fuck over Rhea. But at the end, he's going to swoop in to stop Finn from nailing Rhea. And then, but still somehow that happens. Yep. Rhea loses. Rhea doesn't need the title right now. And if you take the title off Liv right now, then don't put it back on her again for a while.
Yeah.
Because
no, keep it on Liv.
Even though I didn't like the promo, the taped vignette she did on Raw, I thought it was too soon for that type of thing. But I 100% saw that and was like, she's not losing. She's retaining, but I do think it's Finn that helps, not Dom.
I like that idea. One of them is helping.
100%.
100%. And the over-the-top thing she did on Raw made me kind of think that maybe her and Dom still have a thing going. Hence why
which
that's
is possible.
So over the top, right?
Yeah, which is possible.
So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm saying Liv for sure.
Oh, yeah, Liv retains. Okay, all right. Damian Priest versus Gunther. Priest again. I see no reason.
There's no way that, man. Well, I mean, he is a heel. They could do it if they wanted to, but I'm saying Priest holds it.
I mean, the biggest reason why I think Priest is going to hold it is the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Has made me a believer.
Me too.
I've always thought he was high level mid card.
Yep.
But now I'm like, okay,
last couple weeks.
Hold on. He's getting his footing. He's showing some babyface fire. I mean, he's fucking beat the shit out.
Oh, man. And they're both giants, too. So
yeah.
It was just crazy to see them just going at it and all these little revs around them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a theory that Giovanni Vinci.
Oh, I heard that theory, too.
Is going to fuck over Gunther. And I was like, yeah, no.
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 No. No, Giovanni Vinci will be on AEW in a couple
I
weeks.
actually think Priest retains, and it's because of Finn Balor. And Priest is going to fucking lose it.
So Balor gets involved in both.
Well, yeah. Well, it's
So he
Judgment
comes out
Day
to
business.
help Priest.
Yep.
Pisses Priest off.
Yep. Because Priest wants to do
So
it on his own.
Finn
He wants to
takes it
show
out.
that he can beat
Finn
Gunther
takes
on
it
his
out
own.
on Rhea.
No. The Rhea stuff happens. Like, what do you think is the main event? Oh, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
No,
But you-
well, Solo and Cody's the main event.
Oh, yeah, Solo Cody. But do you actually think Liv is going to go on after Priest?
Yep. Well, think about it. You got Cody and Solo ending the show. I would not be surprised if Gunther and Priest open it.
Okay.
Because you're going to have Punk and McIntyre in the center somewhere. Though that should be the main event.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got 7 months of build-up.
But either way, like I was saying, okay, well, you know what? If that's how you kind of see it, then yeah, either way.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's the same kind of story they've been doing with Priest for the last little while. I don't want any help. Judgment Day kind of shows up. He's like, guys, I fucking told you. And they're like, okay, we get it this time. Well, now, because, I mean, Finn has been behind the scenes working with Liv for something.
He took the card.
Took the card. He was shown getting out of a vehicle with her.
Yep.
There's been a number of things that have happened that have shown him linked with her. And that's not by accident.
And no, and they've even showed the whole thing before he got into Judgment Day. Like, she was with them.
Yeah.
Him and AJ.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think the thing with Priest is just bullshit. Like, he's gonna be like, dude, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I'm so sorry. And then the shit with Liv happens.
and then that puts JD in a really weird spot because, like,
What?
Dom's my buddy, but I'm taking a chance with you.
Mm.
Yeah.
No. Finn is his buddy.
Finn's his buddy.
And then I think what happens is, so after he fucks over Rhea,
Yep.
Monday Night on Raw, he comes out and he goes, fuck you. I should have been the leader of the Judgment Day. Fuck all of you. So
Yeah.
now I've got Liv, I've got JD, and Priest. I'm coming for you. And then that's it. Oh, and then Drew McIntyre and Punk.
That's a hard one. Especially with Seth being the ref.
I
I'm
actually
thinking
think
Punk wins it.
Punk has to win it.
Punk has to win it.
He has to win it. But there is something to be said about him losing. I feel like he has to win it. But again, online chatter,
Yep.
one of the things I saw was that he loses. Because up until this point, Punk has been kind of healing it up. I will say, I'm getting sick and tired of him cutting promos where he's insinuating that his opponents are gay or effeminate. Because it's like, dude.
Well, he's done it with Seth. Who else did he do that with?
He's done it with McIntyre because he wears a kilt.
Oh, yeah.
So he's done implications with a skirt and stuff, and it's like, dude, come on. Also, I thought you were an ally. Right? Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if you're an ally, why would you be making it sound like being gay is like there's something wrong with it? Right? And also, Seth Rollins is one of the best wrestlers on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
He could literally wrestle in a dress.
Yeah.
Okay? And still outshine 90% of you. I can tell you right now, he can outshine Punk every day of the week right now because Punk is older.
And always injured.
But even in Punk's prime, because I look back and I watched some of these old matches, Punk was better than the roster because the roster wasn't that good.
Yeah.
There was that homogenized WWE style.
Mm-hmm.
So he stood out. But he's not my top 10 wrestler. He's not my top 20. I don't know where I would rank him. He's good.
He's a good wrestler.
But he's not.
It's his promos that make him stand out.
Exactly. Rollins is better than him on every metric. Except for promos. Punk is one of those, he's a hard guy to beat on promos.
No, that's why I was blown away by McIntyre. Because I was like, man, McIntyre is topping Punk. Like, he's Oh man, he's so good.
But the online chatter that I heard was Punk loses
Yeah.
and eats a little bit of shit now. He goes, okay, all right, I gotta get a little bit better here, right? But I do think Punk wins. Punk wins, and he takes the bracelet back.
Yeah.
Feud's not over.
Oh no,
this feud is going right to WrestleMania,
and you better believe Seth is in there wrestling with them,
and it's possibly for the world title.
Yeah,
and Drew wins. Another reason why I heard that Gunther may not be winning is because they may be holding it off until Bash in Berlin.
Yep.
And as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
So some way, shape, or form, although I will say
they had no problem with McIntyre losing for his home, so we'll see.
Yeah, but do you, just looking at the treatment here.
When is Bash in Berlin?
I'll check in a minute. I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
But if you look at the treatment of Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, even under Vince McMahon, who got the better treatment?
Oh, Gunther.
Hands down.
Gunther.
Triple H loves Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Loves Gunther. For good reason. For good reason.
Yeah.
Gunther's fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Gunther is fucking amazing. I don't think I do think it's too soon for him to get the title.
I agree. So
Bash at Berlin date, August 31st.
Holy fuck, the same month. I can't keep up with the amount of PLEs they have these days. It used to be one per month.
May not be winning it at Bash at the Beach or Bash at Berlin or whatever. Ooh, next month's PS Plus, not so good.
No?
Star Wars Lego, the Skywalker Saga, which is great if you like those games.
Yeah, yep.
Five Nights at Freddy's, which I don't give a fuck. And Enderly's Quietest of the Nights.
You know what?
Which I've never even heard of.
Put that Lego Star Wars on your system, because give it a few years and Baby Mercy is going to want to play a game with you.
Yeah.
And that's a big
but
game.
What if Baby Mercier doesn't want to play video games? What if Baby Mercier doesn't like comic books or superheroes? What if that little bastard wants to play sports?
I'm going to say Michelle was with the milkman.
We don't have a milkman. That's stupid. But, I mean, look at my dad. My dad was into sports.
Yep.
So...
You know what? It could happen.
Yeah.
Nightmares come true just as much as dreams.
That's true. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Although knowing that Bash of Berlin is at the end of August, I don't think he's winning at Bash Berlin either. I'm starting to think Gunther's not winning that world title at all this year.
No.
Nor should he. They need to build back up Imperium.
Yeah. Breaking them up was dumb.
I don't understand it either.
You can give the other guys pushes without breaking them up.
Why do we have to have the final testament? And
thank God it's the final, not the second last.
I've been giving Karrion Kross such a huge pass.
I will give you props. You've been trying real hard.
I've given him a huge pass.
Yep.
I've been saying, get rid of Paul Ellering and the Agents of Apocalypse or whatever the fuck they're called.
That's actually a cooler name.
Yeah, it is actually.
Agents of Apocalypse.
Yeah. What are they called?
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain, that's right. They don't look like they write, let alone read. Why the fuck are they called authors?
I don't know.
But anyway, but yeah, I've been given a huge pass. I mean, I will say, at least Cross is just getting leaned out. He's getting in way better shape now.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking done. At the very least.
It's nuts.
Put him back on NXT or something. Or loan him out to TNA. I'm fucking done. I don't want to see him and Scarlett, which is weird to say because they work so well together.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm fucking done.
I don't know why they have Paul there. He does nothing.
Also,
he doesn't even talk.
Also, okay, I get it for legacy stuff like that, but Paul Ellering was he even with the Legion of Doom when they were in WWF?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When? Oh, LOD 2000.
LOD 2000.
No, because Sonny was there.
Sonny was LOD 2000. He was with them.
Not at the beginning, not when they.
Not at the beginning. No, they were on their own.
They were on their own when they first came.
And then he came.
But even then, was he that big of Road Warriors lore?
I guess.
Because I don't even remember seeing like.
Are Authors of Pain supposed to be the new Road Warriors? Because if so, what?
I mean, they're worse wrestlers than that other fucking LOD ripoff from a few years ago.
I think I know who. Yeah,
they were from the underworld or whatever the fuck it was called. They were like, you know what I'm talking about, though.
I do. It's.
They were huge on NXT. Then they
really...
went to main roster, and Vince was like, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. He's getting a lot more TV time than I would have liked to see.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with him.
So
I can't.
So SummerSlam is stacked.
What do you think is going to be match of the night? The Ascension.
The Ascension?
That's who it was.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Match of the night is going to be.
It's tough.
Priest and Gunther.
That's what I'm thinking too. Priest and Gunther is my call for match.
I feel like it's. I want to say Punk and McIntyre, but I think there's going to be too much involvement with Seth being there and stuff to make it a match of the night.
Also,
Liv and Rhea will be close too.
Liv and Rhea will be really close.
Yeah.
Like Liv has stepped up her game in the ring.
Oh yeah.
So good.
And like
she'll be able to keep pace.
She's got that confidence now.
Exactly. She'll be able to keep that pace. She'll be able to hit moves that before you could see her just kind of hesitate.
Yeah.
She'll just fucking go.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
What the hell was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. Okay, so Drew and Punk is never gonna be match of the night, and the reason for that is because Punk is slower.
Yep.
And Drew is gonna have to work to match his speed so that it doesn't look weird.
Right.
The problem is that Drew is actually very fast, like deceptively fast.
Oh, yeah.
So he's going to have to work more of a plotting style. It's not going to work as well as they'd like. But, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Punk is older. He's coming off an injury.
Yep.
It's just...
You got to watch.
And, I mean, it'll be good for him to be able to see if he can shift down a gear so that the match will still be good. I think it'll still be good.
It's going to be a good match. It's going to definitely be a good match.
But yeah, Priest and Gunther. I actually kind of think also possible second place, Braun and Sammy, because that's going to be a fucking good match.
Yeah, but it's like I just watched it. I was
and you're assuming it's going to be the same. Like
no, I was actually hoping it was going to be a triple threat with Ilya.
So was I. I think that was the intention.
I don't know why.
I think he's legit injured.
That's what I was saying. Did he actually get hurt?
I didn't look into it, but I have a feeling he was legit injured.
Yeah.
Because why else would
It was weird how they called it.
Unless they do a last minute change where he shows up and he does this whole story thing like, I don't care, Pierce, put me in the ring. If he is in that match, then 100% Sammy is retaining. There's no way. Okay. Solo and Cody, there's no way it's going to be match of the night because Solo cannot keep up.
No. I'm only looking for that match to see Roman. Isn't that sad?
Ugh, yeah. I like Solo. I'm a huge fan of Solo, but I'm not blind. Okay?
Yeah. I mean...
He's not main event yet.
No. I'll give him props. He's really...
His character work
is really good right now.
It's really,
Promos
really
are
good.
Solid.
It's exactly where it should be. His ring work is the only thing.
Yeah.
And it's not even like he's bad.
No.
He's really good in the ring.
Yeah.
It's just he's in the ring with Cody Rhodes. He's in the ring with other guys who are also good. Like Jacob Fatu is like fucking leaps and bounds better than
that guy's insane.
But he should be.
Like it's crazy.
He's been wrestling.
It's like
for
someone
longer.
wound him up and then just let it go. Like,
ugh.
Holy crap.
Ugh. Like I know that the whole purpose of this was to to build Solo. The whole purpose to drag it out another year was so that Roman could hit the landmarks,
Yeah.
but also to get Solo up for main event.
Yeah.
After this is done, like Bloodline is all done, I'm not looking at Solo like, yep, that guy's world champion right away. But he is a future world champion. 100% he's a future world champion. Jacob Fatu, however, you could put the world title on him right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be like, it's too soon, but I'm here for the show. This is going to be good. This is going to be fucking good. I'm okay with it. So Fatu is a revelation.
Oh, he's
the other Tonga brothers, the one is good.
What's the other one?
The other one is
Can't do anything.
Like
can't do anything. He couldn't even hit a low blow. You see
Yeah.
him with Kevin Owens, he punched him in the butthole, and then the second time he hits his own brother in the fucking dick.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's something going on
I
there.
don't know. I honestly, I'm gonna chalk it up to like nerves because he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's
I
his
don't know what's going on though.
first 6 months. I think it may have just been like he's just fucking nervous or
Like,
whatever.
what is your purpose here?
But like the only other thing I'll say about the Bloodline stuff, which I think is kind of interesting, is they're still talking about Hikuleo,
Yeah.
bringing him in.
7-footer?
Yeah, but I'm just like, okay, but how many fucking other people?
All right, you know. It's
And
like,
also, how like are
it's
all the
anyone Samoan? You're in the bloodline.
Do you have a tangent
Yeah.
sort of relationship at all with any of these
Talk to the
families?
crowd every night.
Do you know the
Who
annoyance?
is Samoan?
Do you know the annoyance? Have you like? Are you a neighbor? Do you look Samoan?
I don't wrestle. That's okay. We just need you to stand there.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
We
just
paid Paul
chill.
Ellering. He's doing nothing.
I mean, not to shit talk Julio. I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's fine. He'll come in. He'll do some destruction. Who could stop him? Here comes Omos.
oh,
I can finally win.
you can't
Homo sapien.
You can't do almost in a bloodline story. No. No. And I want almost to still be there.
I want him. He hasn't wrestled since Rumble. He's got to be getting.
Yeah, he might be getting cut. I don't think they should.
Hell no, they shouldn't.
They should do
He's
the Mark
young.
Henry 20-year
He's young.
program.
He looks amazing.
His look is incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's young and
Yeah.
he was getting better.
Yep.
That's the thing that pisses me off is he was getting
They
better.
got rid of MVP.
Oh.
Like that was his mouthpiece.
Yeah, the whole MVP Hurt Locker thing is just brutal.
Brutal. Bobby Lashley? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Also, and people are joking about this online, but I'm going to agree. It's not looking good that like Trips is cutting all the black people.
Well, is Damian Priest white?
Yes,
No, he's Puerto Rican.
he's a tanned white. I know he's Puerto Rican, but no. Like, just look at the ones he's gotten rid of lately. Ricochet, Lashley, MVP.
It doesn't look good. I agree. It
doesn't
doesn't
look good.
But they
Meanwhile,
hired.
You got Karen Cross here still. Like, fuck off. Get rid of that guy.
What color is Jade Cargill?
She is a very, very nice color.
What about what's her name? Bianca Belair?
I'm not looking at the people that are still there. I'm looking at the people. I'm looking at the people he's gotten rid of.
Because I gotta say, it's way more colorful in WWE now.
Yes.
Now,
But the more Samoans they bring in, the more black people he has to get rid of. I think he's got a ratio he has to stick with.
well, that's probably an old Vince thing.
Yeah.
Probably an old Vince thing. I mean, but okay, like
Okay.
devil's advocate aside, the Hurt Locker itself, like, I mean, Cedric Alexander is still on NXT,
Mm-hmm.
but aside from Hurt Locker, I gave 0 fucks about Cedric Alexander.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
The only reason, like, he is Ricochet,
Mm-hmm.
just not as good. Because both of them couldn't cut a promo to save their life. And Ricochet's not that bad. It's just
He's not bad.
the other guys on the roster are way better.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's like Braun Strowman is an example of a guy whose promo work isn't that good, but he doesn't need to be that good.
No.
But if your promos, like if you're Ricochet and your promos aren't better than, say, Bronson Reed, that's not a good sign. Or Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker actually cuts really good promos.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't. He should be like a Goldberg idiot, you're next bullshit.
Yep.
But he can cut a 20-minute opening
His
promo.
last promo was excellent.
Like, that is a pillar right there.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's going to fuck up his push.
Yeah.
He plays his cards right. He's Roman Reigns in 5 years.
I hope he doesn't fuck it up.
I really hope he doesn't.
I hope
either.
it doesn't get to his head.
I hope he seems fairly level-headed.
I can't help but look at him and go, please don't do what your uncle did.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, please don't.
Or your dad, because it's not like his...
Or your dad, but his dad kept more to the shadows than we pump.
The internet is starting to, like, he's starting to let loose.
Is he? Yeah.
Well, apparently he has a problem with trans people for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not just like a one-off thing.
Yeah, see, these older fellers with their old ways should just not tweet.
Just shut the fuck up.
Just stay off your computer.
Yeah. Also,
just do that.
You know what? Like, the thing that always kind of throws me is they make it sound like these people are purposely going out of their way to be like, I used to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
I have tits now, and I also have a penis. What do you say about that?
Mm-hmm.
When instead they're just like, oh, God, I hope I just pass enough that they just leave me alone.
More to play with.
That's probably not a sensitive way to, but you are right.
Hey, you know what?
You are right.
Yeah, well.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like, they make it sound like it's this big fucking thing, and it's like, you're the one making it a big thing.
Yeah.
Most of them, I guarantee you, most of them are just like, I just want to live my life. That's it. That's all.
I had someone go off on me on Instagram the other night.
Of course you did.
I put this story out because it was an awful place that day, and I was on there, and it was bringing me down. So I put, it's like, this is a cesspool of negativity today. I'm checking off. I'm going to go do some cool stuff. Peace out. Be back tomorrow. Something like that.
Yeah.
This chick writes to me and tells me I'm gatekeeping everyone, and I'm not allowing people to express their feelings because I'm complaining about their negativity. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Well, hold on.
She went off on me.
You said, I'm checking out.
Yeah.
So I'm taking myself out of this situation.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't call anyone out.
Yeah, it's like you're saying, I don't like this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop watching this movie.
It's like, I really got to look deep into the definition of gatekeeping because I'm pretty positive.
It's just one of those words that
yeah.
It's like gaslighting. You now you say, well, you're gaslighting me.
Yeah.
You're like,
my fucking dad used that a couple of days ago.
You're like, hold on.
I was like, what?
No. I'm not gaslighting you.
Yeah.
Because I have a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what gaslighting means. You just know that if people say that, for the most part, people go like this. Oh, you win.
Whoa.
Okay.
Gaslighting.
Calling people a pedo.
Yes.
Right? Because it's one of the worst things to ever be. I think it's the worst thing to ever be.
Oh, yeah.
A child rapist? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
anything involving a child.
Yeah. But anyway.
You deserve death.
Without getting on a tangent, because we're already.
No prison, you die.
It's just. But yeah. So, Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
He's got the keys. He's got the keys. I look at him the same way that I look at. Who is it in AEW? Darby Allin. Darby Allin's got the keys. He's another one, barring anything I've ever seen. If he doesn't kill himself.
If that's what I was like.
Like if he straight up doesn't kill
himself. Yeah, he's got the keys. Hopefully he can make it to the kingdom. Well,
MJF, that's the guy. That's the
MJF.
Guy. I don't know why I couldn't place that.
100%.
MJF.
He's got the keys. He'll be in WWE before retirement. Yeah, the next gen is...
At the very least, he's gonna run out this contract.
Yep.
Because he's with them for at least 3 years, possibly 5.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll still be in his early 30s.
Yep.
Imagine him in his early 30s.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. He's got at least a...
Then he'll stroll over to Netflix run WWE and just be like, ho ho!
F-bomb, F-bomb, F-bomb.
It'll be just nuts.
Yeah.
Okada will have retired.
Oh, yeah.
And good for him.
Good for him.
He's sad.
I actually thought he was going to retire, and instead he just hopped over to AEW.
You know what? I actually, honestly, I still think I would have preferred him to go to WWE.
Yeah.
But like now, with Triple H WWE, not Vince.
I don't know. Maybe he looked at Nakamura and went, "Well, he's not doing much."
The only thing that I heard that kind of made sense was the theory was he had more of his friends in AEW, and so he trusted that he would be taken care of there.
I get that.
You know, and I guess part of it would be Nakamura
If you-
because
yeah,
like Nakamura's NXT run was fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Like, holy shit. And I hate to say this, but a lot of guys' NXT runs were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Nakamura's awesome. Malachi Black, awesome. Andrade. We shit talk Andrade all the time. His run in NXT, awesome. Adam Cole, baby.
baby.
The Undisputed Kingdom, no, Undisputed Era was holy shit, but he was holy shit.
I can't wait to see his wife come over one day.
Even Karrion Kross. What do you mean one day? She's coming over.
Yeah.
Fuck off. She's coming over. They signed. They put all that money into Monet.
Yeah.
Although
Britt Baker coming over would be like when Jericho left WCW. Like it will be huge in WWE. As it should.
I think it's going to be different. I think it's going to be when Jericho left WWE to do AEW. Because that was huge. I don't care who you are. That was fucking huge.
That was huge.
I think that it was huger than Jericho going over to the WWE because Jericho wasn't top level in WCW. I was a huge fan. I loved his shit in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pumped to see him in WWE.
Would you say he was top level when he went to AEW?
100%.
Yeah?
Yep. He was doing some of the best work of his career. His character work with Kevin Owens was awesome. The list was great. His matches were still fucking great. I was looking at that point, and I was comparing it to his 2008 run when he was wearing the suit.
Yeah.
Okay? That's like one of his best runs. In my opinion, I feel that's his best run ever. So yeah, I do. I think he was at the top of his game when he moved over to AEW. And they ran the whole show around him. Now, no. No.
Definitely not.
No. And hasn't been for quite some time. That first year when he was Le Champion, 100%.
Oh, that was funny.
100%.
That's good shit.
Yep.
That was good shit.
When he dabbled in the Painmaker as well. Yeah. So yeah, no, he was on fire. He had two different gimmicks depending on where he was and who he was wrestling. That's fucking awesome. So no, he was at the top of his game. Anyway,
fucking awesome.
All right, okay.
So we are at 1 hour and 42 minutes.
I know.
We should hit into Deadpool.
That's what I'm saying. Let's do Deadpool.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do Deadpool.
Okay, so
You'll
Deadpool.
like it.
All right. Currently sitting at worldwide $545 $890 million.
Can you say the MCU is back?
No, not yet.
Oh, it's back.
So their budget was $200 million.
Yep.
Okay. So let's do that 200 million plus or times 2.5, which is their multiplier. So they had to make $500 million to be considered profitable.
So they're profitable right now, not by much.
Everything, well, yeah, but everything they do now is just gravy.
Oh yeah,
gravy.
Oh, it's gonna be $1 billion in no time.
So I guess let's start off with.
Is that my phone?
Yeah, it's your phone.
I thought it was your phone.
No.
Why is my phone over there?
I don't know. It was here.
Yeah.
Maybe because you were doing
I was doing shit.
I actually thought that was the old one that you were using for a camera at one point.
It's
But it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay. But anyway, that's a small phone too, by the way. Good job.
Yeah, I like the little ones.
So do I.
Yeah.
Like
I like it when my phone fits in my pocket.
Look at that.
That's actually pretty nice. It's almost
for your hands? Yeah.
It's almost the same. It is the same width. It's just a little higher.
Yeah.
I like that.
But they've changed it now so they're smaller. So like the Series 9s.
Sick wallpaper too.
Oh yeah. Last Bruno Redondo cover.
The last one.
Although, so there's a guest artist, like alternate cover guy.
Yeah.
Gab Markonev or something like that.
Okay.
He should have been the new Nightwing artist.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
He's got a similar style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not quite as distinct as his. But anyway, without getting sidetracked, we gotta focus.
So yeah, it's making lots of money. That's where we're at right now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And for good reason.
And for good reason.
So, because right out of the gates, if you like Deadpool 1 and 2,
yep,
you're gonna like this.
Yep.
Okay? In my opinion, it is the best out of all of them. And even without the cameos, even without Wolverine, the story, everything, like, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny.
I laughed
so funny.
Almost the entire movie.
The whole buddy cop routine totally worked.
Even the intro, I found I was laughing more at the fact that Deadpool was doing the actual dance move.
Yeah.
So in between killing, when he was doing the dance moves, I was like, that's the funniest fucking thing. Because I've seen Deadpool kill people, and it's funny. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong. Him killing, like, 268 people, 67, with each bone of Wolverine's body. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome. And funny.
And funny.
But those dance moves are fucking priceless.
He pops the claws. I'm so wet right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, but wait, as soon as he had them on, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because holy shit, that's awesome.
So good.
But so the intro immediately, just like all the other intros, sets the tone, all that. It's great. My only 2 issues with this movie, and I'll say that real quick to get them out of the way, is I didn't like how much of a loser Wade was at the beginning.
Oh, we're in the toupee and selling cars and stuff?
It made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he just be a merc for hire?
Because Vanessa, he wanted to be with her.
Right. What's stopping him from being with her? He can't be killed.
Mm-hmm.
All he has to do is just say yes to jobs where bad guys get killed.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's the problem? Probably make a lot more money. Probably feel a lot more confident about himself.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't like how he was begging to be on the Avengers, that kind of thing. I mean, it all ties in.
Yeah.
Yes, funny. That scene was
hilarious.
fucking hilarious.
Hilarious. I was not expecting it.
Not expecting that either.
And they were bouncing so well off each other.
Oh yeah. But like, so for me, I was like, and this might be a little bit of a contentious point, but you know what? I'm just gonna say, if you have any issues with that, keep them to yourself. I'm gonna gatekeep your feelings. I'm gonna gatekeep you, motherfucker. So don't gaslight me. Anyway.
Okay. No gaslighting.
The emotional bits with Wolverine didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, you're saying that because it's a different Wolverine, eh?
And also, he's a shitty Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
The fight scenes, awesome.
Oh,
he's in the costume, fucking cooler than I ever thought possible.
When they first went at it and he went on all 4s and ran, I was like, good fucking Lord.
Didn't see that coming. I was like, whoa.
Holy shit. I keep thinking about like the X2 when we were like, we saw that little bit of Berserker rage, just that little bit, and we were so excited. And now here's a whole movie where he's just
fucking cuts loose. Fight scenes were awesome. The fact he was in the costume. In fact, I forgot about the mask.
I did too.
Until you were
when he put his hands back, I was just like,
you couldn't even.
Oh, the cowl!
You were so good at not spoiling anything, but you fucking tipped the mask off because you hit me. You did. You were like, and I was like, oh shit, the mask. And when you pulled it over, it was like, I'm fucking soaking wet right now. Like, it was awesome.
So good.
But the emotional beats meant nothing because I don't fucking.
Yeah.
You were a shitty Wolverine. It was your fault they all died. Yes, not the retribution, the redemption was huge. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
But it was also predictable. Mm. You knew that it was going to be that way. But it was still fucking awesome.
Awesome.
So for me, 4.5 out of 5 for those 2 things.
Wow.
But it's closer to like a 4.7. Possibly 4.8.
Old school IGN rating. We give this a 9.9 out of 10.
Why? Yeah.
Give it a 10.
Just give it a 10. Just give it a 10. But like, it just because I know that on repeat viewings, it's still gonna bug me.
Okay.
Because well, especially the Wolverine part, because that was supposed like I read somewhere that like 40-year-old men were crying at that part. Okay, great. Like if it resonated with you to that level, that's fine. I'm not gonna shame you for that. But I was like, why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
The Wolverine that I grew up with on screen, I watched his death. It got me. That one got me.
Mm-hmm.
This one, those beats didn't get me as much as I thought. I guess they thought it felt forced, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But luckily, the other 98% of that movie, holy shit. Holy shit. And okay, giant motherfucking spoilers. Giant motherfucking spoilers.
Yep.
Giant 100%. If you have not seen this movie, do not continue watching at all, okay? Because fucking Blade came back. Fucking Blade came back. How hard was it for you to sit there?
Oh, it was so hard. It was so hard for me to go a day without. Oh,
I
and then when you were
so
like,
much credit.
oh, I wanted him to do the ice skate uphill line. I'm thinking like, it's coming, motherfucker.
That was the funniest part for me because I was like, oh man, it would be so much cooler if he said that line.
Yeah.
And then 3 seconds later, he's like, some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill. I was like, yes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh man, Blade was so fucking good in there. So fucking good when they're driving towards Cassandra's lair, and they're talking about the Punisher, and Deadpool's like, "Oh, Punisher? Which one? There's been like 5 of them, right?"
Yeah.
And then they go with the Blade, and be like, "There's only been one Blade. There's only gonna ever be one Blade."
Technically, there was 2.
Yeah, well, we don't count the sticky fingers.
We don't? No, I don't.
No,
that's why I said technically. That's why I said technically.
No, I mean, do you count Mark Descassos when you talk about Eric Raven?
I do actually.
Do you?
I do.
I always think there's only been one.
Because I actually didn't mind the TV show.
I didn't mind it.
TV show wasn't bad.
It's forgettable, right? Like I
couldn't
haven't seen it
tell
20,
you.
20
Couldn't tell you
30
anything
years.
about it. Oh wait, hold on. I think if I remember correctly, he could talk to Shelley. So I think Shelley was an actual
like a ghost or something.
Yeah,
okay.
If I remember correctly, he could talk to her. So she wasn't just in like the first 2 episodes, which is basically the TV version of the movie.
Right. Yeah. Stairway to Heaven.
It was like it reminded me of like Highlander TV shows.
Yeah.
Where it was just okay.
All right. Yeah.
You know,
all the shows kind of felt the same back then.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's funny that I'm shitting all over the new Crow, where I'm like, it should have just been a different character as the Crow, where I have no problems with the TV show.
I have no problem with the TV show.
Okay, getting to the movie.
I don't know why. Maybe because it was a TV show. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But to be fair, if you guys like the new Crow movie, you think it's awesome and it means something to you, great. I'm happy for you. It just means nothing to me.
Yeah. You know what? I might check it out.
I will watch it, but I have a feeling it's going to be like the Bourne Legacy for me. Where it's just like, you could have taken all that out.
Yep.
And it would have been an infinitely better movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fight scenes are great.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. Fight scenes are great, because obviously the fight scenes are going to be great. It's John Wick if he was the Crow.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
But, so this movie, fucking amazing.
So good, man.
Oh, also, the Gambit. Like, Elektra, cool to see Elektra.
Oh, Elektra was cool. She's in great shape. She can kick ass still.
It was cool to see.
It was fun to see the funny little
Johnny Storm. That was cool.
That was a nice little surprise.
It was cool to see what's his face?
John Favreau?
No, the other fire guy.
Oh, Pyro, yeah.
It was really cool to see Pyro.
Good to see Tyler Mane for 5 seconds.
Yeah, all the cameos were really, really cool. Michelle pointed out what's his face?
Apparently that was really Ray Park as Toad again.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it was really Kelly Hu as Lady Deathstrike.
It was?
It was.
I did not know it was her, because like Michelle and I both were like, who is that? And then when she did the pose, it was like, oh, that's Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah. I didn't think it was her either, but she's credited, so
I'm gonna tell Michelle she'll be pumped.
Yeah.
And then Michelle also pointed out Kevin Nash's character from the Punisher movie.
Really?
White and red shirt. It wasn't just
the that's supposed obviously. To be him?
It was supposed to be him. It legit was.
Oh, the Russian.
The Russian. That's what it was. The Russian.
The Russian.
She pointed him out. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He does look like that. And then later I had to eat shit because I was like, you actually were right. It was 100% him.
Yeah.
And she was like, See, I told you. And I was like, yeah,
Because
you did.
They did focus on him quite a bit, and I was like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is this guy?
And
I
then
kept thinking Tugboat.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, well,
they
yeah.
both wore that shirt and
They
white
did.
pants,
They
so
did.
let's be
They
real
did.
here.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I was surprised Vinnie Jones didn't reprise his
Me
Juggernaut
too.
role.
Like, what's he up to lately? Nothing.
But even then, it's not so much what is he up to lately. It just would have been kind of cool to see, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, that'd be the last time we see the character anyway.
Yep.
At least that version, I should say. But cameos were fucking. But the Blade one and Gambit.
Oh, and then
Like comic accurate Gambit.
oh,
And when I say comic accurate, guys, I mean like Channing Tatum
To
was
a
doing
T.
the fucking bullshit French English.
He's doing
where
the accent.
They were like, I don't.
He's
What
wearing
is
that
he fucking saying?
ugly fucking pink with blue turtleneck suit thing.
Hold on. You think that's ugly?
That's ugly as fuck.
That costume has been my favorite Gambit costume ever.
It looks great animated. In real life,
I loved it.
yeah.
I
loved it. I love that they went there. I love that they went there.
I thought he looked good. I actually liked
looked
how
so
the,
awesome.
the trench coat looked like cheap plastic.
Yeah.
I liked that too. But one of my favorite things, and I don't know if they did this in the comic books because I've never seen it, was instead of having the bow staff all the time, it was an energy bow staff.
Energy.
I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And Cassandra Cain or Cassandra Nova. Oh, holy shit. She should not be a one and done villain.
Yeah, no, Cassandra Nova was insane in this.
But I mean, the actress is incredible.
She's creepy. Unnerving. Like, just the appearance of her is unnerving. Perfect casting, by the way. Perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Perfect casting.
She was Princess Diana in the Crown.
They were Princess Diana.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Just letting you know.
Don't gatekeep pronouns.
Just gatekeeping this fucking shit.
No, hey, it's good to know. I'd rather know than not, right? Because I'm
not really familiar with that. It's hard for me because I don't have anyone in my life that is they and them. And,
yeah, I have to think about it too.
I have friends and stuff that it'd be different, but
I do have to make a conscious effort.
Yeah.
But I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Is that we're willing to make the conscious effort,
mm-hmm.
and I think regardless of what people want to make you think, is that most people will go, okay.
Yeah.
Like, it won't be like, sorry, miss, and they'll be like, oh, it's they, them. I don't think that's the reaction. I think, if anything, they won't say anything unless it's a prolonged experience, and then they'll go, by the way, I prefer these pronouns.
Yeah. And
you go, okay, I'll try to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my best.
If I slip, apologies in advance.
Yeah, and I probably would say that.
Yeah.
And just so you know, I'm probably going to fuck up for the next little while, so sorry in advance. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
Yeah, but Cassandra Nova, she, is creepy as fuck.
My favorite is that they actually included the fingers in the fucking face bullshit.
Because that messed me up in the comics.
Oh,
I was like, this is disgusting. Yeah.
Oh.
So disgusting. But when she's doing it here, and when she was doing it to, what's his name?
I can't remember his name. The bad guy.
The bad guy. What the hell is his name?
Who cares?
Proctor or something. I don't know.
Well, let's just say Proctor.
Yeah, but when she like put her finger through his eye and then these two through the nostril and then went like this in his mouth and then she started pulling him along the ground. I was like, oh, that's so gross.
Time she did that, I was both amazed that they did it and horrified that they did it. It was just like,
because he was gross with Deadpool, but he was wearing a mask, so it wasn't too bad.
But it's also Deadpool.
Yeah. But when she's doing it with a guy with no mask and you see her fingers coming through their eyes and shit. Yeah.
God damn. So brutal.
Horrifying. But the whole thing was fucking cool. Like the fact that this is just a wasteland of like trash.
The void.
This is where all 20th Century Fox went.
Yeah. This is where like all those unused variants go, right?
Yeah. I don't understand how Laura ended up there, but I was happy she was there because she kicked
Why
ass.
wouldn't you understand how she ended up there? She's part of the box trash.
But if Logan's grave and everything is back on Deadpool's Earth, why would Deadpool not be trash too?
Because I think, wasn't it in the second one where they established that his X-Men weren't the X-Men that we were used to, because at that point there was already the Patrick Stewart X-Men, and then there was the James McAvoy X-Men. Remember he was talking about that in the second one?
Yeah. He was making fun of that. But this kind of confirmed the fact that Deadpool's X-Men is different because he's far in the future of the X-Men we know.
I just thought it was another...
Because, I mean,
timeline.
Logan's dead. Right?
Well, yeah, but I don't think he's any far in the future. I think in his timeline... Because, like, even Colossus is different. His Colossus is 100% different.
Yeah.
Right? It's 2 different timelines at 2 different time periods.
So what's the 2 timelines then? So Deadpool's in the same universe as Logan.
He's not.
He's not.
No.
I don't think he jumped, though, when he went to dig up Logan. Because
Logan... The TVA. He was at the TVA.
Yeah, but Logan was dead, and they said that was his anchor being.
Right. For that timeline. He was already, like, yeah, they opened the movie in the grave, but they backed up.
They backed up,
and
then
they
went forward.
And then he went to that timeline to try and fix it.
But I thought that timeline was his world, and that's why his world was dying.
Right, it was.
So he's in the same world as Logan. So if he's in the same world as Logan, that puts Deadpool way in the future.
Whatever. Timey-wimey bullshit.
Yep.
But fuck you. I think if it's easier for me to understand it as 2 different timelines, but you're right, because why would he care?
Right.
If that timeline wrecked.
But yeah, anyway, seeing Daphne Keane again as XT3. Oh man,
that was awesome.
It was so fucking good. I mean, she was a little girl in Logan. She's a grown-up, like, young woman now, and she still kicks ass in that role. And when she put on the glasses from Logan,
I know. I was like, yes,
loved it.
Yes,
loved it.
So good, so good. Huh? You really fucked me up with this because you're right.
Timelines?
Yeah.
Oh man, I got
right.
I got a really good grasp on the Fox timelines.
Yeah, you are right because they don't converge at all because technically even First Class is all part of the same timeline. Technically, but I think they're different
until it got broken in Days of Future Past. It got broke, so Apocalypse went into its own timeline.
Right.
Our X-Men's in this
timeline. That's right.
I think there's 3 timelines.
What's the 3rd timeline?
So X-Men leads to the next 2, which leads into the last. And it was a short timeline. Thinking.
No pressure, but we're live.
Thinking. Wow, lots of pressure, man.
I know. When you say no pressure,
I think there's 3. We'll say there's 2 now, but
that's
I'm pretty sure I figured it out before, and there was 3.
Unless Deadpool 2, it wasn't the same, but because of the time jumping that he did, made it the same. Like,
you know what I actually think? I believe that Deadpool's in the same timeline as Logan.
Yeah.
In the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
I believe that the Wolverine he pulled from the shitty Wolverine.
Yeah.
I think X-Men Origins is that Wolverine. Hence why there's a different Sabretooth. Why there was a different Deadpool in that universe with a sewed mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bam.
So X-Men Origins, just that one movie.
I think probably just that one movie. Because the Wolverine went directly into Days of Future Past.
That's right.
And they don't touch on X-Men Origins at all in any of the other movies.
No, they don't.
So I'm saying that is that Wolverine.
I will accept it. I like that.
And they hadn't introduced the X-Men yet in that movie, so we don't know what his X-Men are.
No, they did actually. Remember Cyclops?
Oh, the younger versions. Yeah, like
Cyclops was in it.
The kids were locked up.
Emma Frost. Emma Frost. Diamond Emma Frost.
Diamond Emma Frost.
That part pissed me off.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And it was a Remy LeBeau that we'd never seen.
That's right.
Afterwards.
That's right.
I like that. I like that.
Different Sabretooth, right? So
that works for me.
Yeah. I'm going with that.
It just sucks that means that the main Sabretooth
because
is Tyler Mane
But Tyler Mane said, "I know you" to Wolverine. But Wolverine didn't say that back to him.
No, you're right. It just means that the official version is the shittier version.
Yeah.
Because Leaf Shriver's Sabretooth. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not comic accurate visually.
No, but just...
Well, yeah, I guess actually no, he is pretty comic accurate.
He's close.
He's close.
Like the Weapon X comics that Frank Thierry was writing at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
He had
yeah.
that brush cut look and everything, so he's close.
Yeah, no, he is close. He's close.
Yeah.
So overall,
I've been thinking about this movie a lot.
I haven't
I'm-
been able to
I'm-
stop thinking about it.
I'm off the next few days. I'm watching it again as a matinee on Friday.
Nice. It was a it's so funny that in the last like 2 years or 3, because 2021 was No Way Home.
Yeah.
We've got No Way Home, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Yeah, awesome.
and then we got Deadpool and Wolverine, awesome. Everything in between has been varying degrees of
Been
bad to good to great,
Yep.
but nothing has been awesome.
Nothing awesome.
This movie has made me like, because I was a little hesitant before we watched this, so I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know you were.
I don't know how well this is going to do.
And like a blind fanboy, I was just like so giddy.
But I'm glad that you
I'm a
were.
Wolverine slut, so
Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like, yes, I'm a huge Wolverine fan, but you are.
yeah.
You know, it's like the reverse. Yes, you're a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
I'm more Spider-Man fan than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
You collect Spider-Man. I would 100% say like certain characters, like I love Cap, but you really love Cap.
but I only love movie Cap more than anything.
Yeah.
I've read a couple of runs from Cap.
Yeah.
Like, well, I read the Mark Waid, Chris Samney run, which not that good.
I didn't read that run. I was intrigued by because Sammy's art, but I read all Brubaker. I read the after 9/11 John Cassidy's art one.
Yeah, I didn't read that one yet.
Read that.
I only read the first issue because you got it, and I was like, we have to read this.
Oh, it is.
But the current run, I'm probably gonna tap out if it doesn't turn around after the 12th issue.
You've been reading it?
Yeah. The art's been consistently good because it's at Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's not on every month, which
Okay.
of course
I was wondering.
Straczynski's doing a weird supernatural bent with this one.
Really?
And it's equal parts interesting,
Yeah.
but also at times it's kind of like dragging its feet.
Okay.
It started off really good. First 6 issues, I was like, holy shit. The last 5, it's building towards something. But like the difference was the first arc, it hit the ground running and still built.
Yep.
Whereas now this one, it went like from here. Now we're doing this, right? So it's like building it back up. So I don't know. We'll see how the payoff is.
Okay.
It's good because of Straczynski.
I'm going to check it out because it's Straczynski, but I was just so happy to see him at Marvel again.
What I would say is check out, like, if there's a cheap trade for the first 6 issues, check that out. See how you feel.
Well, at least I know the art's going to be good.
Because even the backup art,
Straczynski's Thor was amazing. That's probably my favorite of everything he did outside of Supreme Power.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say. For me, it was Supreme Power.
But all of his runs...
I started rereading it.
Did you? All of his runs got the fucking rug pulled out from underneath them. So, like, his Amazing Spider-Man got fucked up by Quesada in the end.
Yeah.
His Captain, or his Thor got fucked up because of the Spidey thing happened at the same time. Yeah, it got pulled into Siege.
That's right.
And
then,
then
didn't want anything
he
to do
took
with
off.
it. And they were like, no, you
Supreme
have to.
Power got canceled to become a PG book for some bullshit reason.
Oh, man. He tried. I'll give him credit. He tried.
He tried.
He tried, even with Gary Frank. Like, they tried to go for it. But I guarantee you, he got to a point where he's like, they kept saying no.
Yeah.
And he was just like, fine, fuck it. I don't care.
I hope that this Cap run, he gets to finish the way he wants to finish it.
I have a feeling he will, because I think part of it was, so Supreme Power exploded. I don't think Marvel thought it was going to be that successful.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at the same time, the Max line that they were doing wasn't as successful, because I think it was really just Punisher, Supreme Power.
No, it was pretty successful. Alias was huge.
No, it was, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Punisher was massive.
Yeah, Punisher anchored it.
Wolverine and Deadpool both had Max books.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was just it was a victim of circumstance. They
Yeah,
didn't
that's
think
all.
Supreme
That's
Power
all
was
it
going to
was.
be that huge.
Yeah,
And then when it was, they were like, think about how much money we would make if everyone could read this book. And it's like,
and then that's
but
what killed it.
That's not the point of this.
That's not what makes it special.
It wasn't just
The
because you
mature
could have
themes.
swears and
Yeah.
nudity. It was the mature
mature themes.
themes. It was one of the reasons why. That's one of the biggest reasons why I was so skeptical at the original announcement that Daredevil Born Again. That's where I was like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like it's because it's like they think it's just the fight scenes, like the brutal fight scenes. No, it isn't.
Mhm.
It's the themes that they're talking about. It's the religious aspects.
Yep.
It's the Matt wrestling with killing
Yep.
Fisk or
Yep.
not killing
all of
Fisk.
it. All of it.
You know, it's even just like, I mean, fuck that whole episode with him and Foggy in season 1, where they're talking about how the entire time they've been friends, Matt's been lying to him about keeping this part of him.
Yep.
And he's trying to understand this while at the same time, and justifiably so, he's like, fuck you, man. Like, you wouldn't have, I still don't think we're going to see a scene where you're going to have Matt, like, ugly crying. It's going to be that stoic tear.
Yeah.
That one little, like,
Yep.
oh, I have a heart. Instead, like, that's one of my favorite episodes. And I can't wait to do the retrospective. I can't wait. Teaser. But, like, so I'm like, even now, I'm still like, it's going to be close. But I don't think it should be the same, though, because I kind of look at it as that's one part.
Yeah.
That's like Bendis and Malieve. This will be Brubaker and Lark. It was Lark. Right?
Yeah.
So, same character, different run. They may touch upon some things.
Yep.
I think this first season that we're getting is going to bridge and close the door on the Netflix version.
Yep.
Second season, or second part, I should say, will be the new stuff that they wanted to do, but better. That's what I think we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how they're going to do it, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, getting back to this fucking movie. 2 hours, first of all.
Yeah.
And so we touch upon time and length for movies. We've been talking about this for quite some time because Marvel had really having a hard time hitting length. DC too, having a hard time to cut the length, right?
Yeah.
You know, you have a 3-hour movie with not enough story. It's fucking too long. It drags. But if you have a 2-hour movie with not enough story, guess what? It feels rushed.
Yep.
Right? So, like, Eternals was almost 3 hours. It felt like forever.
Eternals was too long.
But Thor,
Wakanda Forever was too long.
Thor, yeah, Wakanda Forever was another one.
Thor: Love and Thunder was too short.
Too short.
They cut way too much out of that.
You know, and the irony, though, is a lot of times I realize now, like, Wakanda Forever was a moment thing. When we watched in the theater, we were like, holy fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we were like, but hold on. Wait a minute. This, right? But in the moment, we were like, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Have you rewatched it since?
Nope.
Me neither. And I want to, because a lot of the Namor stuff was super cool.
Yep.
And the Shuri stuff, she had a really good plot,
I mean, it's
and yet I've watched Winter Soldier a bajillion.
I'm in that boat though, where it's like T'Challa should have been recast.
Yep.
If we can have RDJ come back now to play Doom, a totally different character,
Potentially.
Potentially. It's just the characters are bigger than the actors, and it's been that many people have said that.
We've been saying it for a long time.
He said, you know, like Chris Evans is the star, Captain America's the star. Like,
even Chris Evans agreed.
Yeah.
He was one of the few that agreed. But like, we've been saying that for years. We've been saying that even before COVID and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We've been saying, well, it's James Bond, that shit.
Yeah. Absolutely. James Bond.
Just, you know, because like comic books have been around longer than us.
Yep.
And they will be around longer than us.
Yep.
But like, is the version of Superman that started in 1938 the same one? No. Not even close.
Nope. And it's not going to be the same in another 100 years.
Right? Exactly. Or in another 10.
Yep.
we're potentially looking at, like, I actually, the theory with Absolute, and I heard this, was that they're trying both lines to see which one's more profitable. Whichever one is more profitable is the one that they'll continue with.
Okay, yep.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
No.
And I'll say this simply because, like, with Marvels and Ultimate was hugely profitable for them.
Oh, yeah.
Hugely. But they weren't going to leave money on the table for the established fans, because not everybody that was reading the established characters were like, yeah, I'll check out Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I wasn't really reading Spidey, so Ultimate Spidey was perfect for me.
I wasn't really reading Spidey either.
No.
But Ultimate Spider-Man, I was like, give me all of it. All of it.
All of it. Well, there's another, Fantastic Four. I read the whole Ultimate Fantastic Four run. So that's 100 issues
really?
of Ultimate Fantastic Four I read.
How was it?
Oh, it starts really good. And then it's just, who was writing at the end of it? I think Robert Kirkman was writing it.
Oh, well.
There was way too many writers after a while. Like, it started strong with, it was Bendis and Millar writing together, and then Millar took over on his own.
It had to, though.
Yeah.
Like, because you couldn't have Bendis writing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Millar writing the Ultimates, and then the two of them writing the X-Men, right? Because then Millar also, he did the first Fantastic Four. Wasn't Millar doing Fantastic Four?
Him and Bendis were co-writing.
They were co-writing X-Men and Fantastic
They were
Four?
co-writing X-Men.
Oh.
Bendis took over for Millar.
Okay, but either way, this is like 4 titles written by 2 people.
Yeah.
It has to. Like, even like Stan Lee was writing all the first Marvel books.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened? He got more fucking writers.
Oh,
because he was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little exhausted now.
Jesus Christ. What do you want me to do? Draw the books too? Meanwhile, they're probably all like, yeah, you don't have to write everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you created a word, Excelsior, but come on, man.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, Kirby must have been like, dude, I can write my own fucking shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, we've been saying for years, just recast them. It's, and don't get me wrong. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'll back up. My immediate concern, one of my immediate and still kind of concerned with RDJ being cast as Dr. Doom is they didn't do a good enough job of building up the second guard. So it reminds me of WWE like 10 years ago, where it was Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, part-timers. Cain Velasquez, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, showed up for a run?
Remember that experiment, yeah.
But then you had Jericho every week. You had Kevin Owens every week. You had, like, even Triple H was part-timer being brought back in.
Yep.
Batista, all these guys, right? But you had all these other guys in the trenches every week. So, but they weren't being built up to that level because the part-timers.
Mm-hmm.
Same idea. Oh, like, we talked about the Marvel self-fulfilling prophecy. You throw a shitty movie in the theater, and then you go, wow, it's female-led, and nobody wants to watch female-led movies. It's like, no, they do. They also want to watch good movies.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman should have made $1 billion. I don't know why it didn't, but it didn't. But it was a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Wonder Woman's great.
Just overall, a well-written movie.
Mm-hmm.
Second one was fucking garbage.
We don't talk about 1984.
Well, we do when we say things like it was fucking garbage. There was some things that were good, but a large part of it was just, what the fuck?
See, my major thing right now with Doctor Doom isn't even so much the casting, it's the fact that I've been so fucking pumped to see Doom in the MCU.
Oh.
They've been building Kane the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years now towards the Avengers movie that was supposed to be his.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, Doomsday is coming out in 2026. There's been no buildup of Doom.
But
at all.
Well, it's Doom.
It feels like a DC move.
Well, okay, but the reason why they're getting around the buildup is because of the stunt casting.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
oh yeah,
if they cast anyone else in that role, it wouldn't have been as big a news as this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of getting around that. But again, same thing. Recast Jonathan Majors. But also, and we've said this every single time we talk about Kang. Here's the thing. Don't build up the best King of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Have him lose to Ant-Man. But also, not only does he lose to Ant-Man, he also gets killed.
Yeah.
Or
by Ant-Man.
Possibly gets killed. But the end sequence suggested he was killed.
Yeah.
And then you show a whole bunch of different Kangs I don't give a fuck about at all. Sure, it was kind of cool to see the Centurion version of Kang. Yeah, but what? You're going to sell me on the Kang Dynasty, on a Kang that I don't know anything about just because it's variants? And also, if we're talking about variants, they don't all have to look the same.
Yeah.
We know that because in No Way Home, I had 3 different versions of Peter Parker that didn't look the fucking same.
Exactly. Yep.
They all look different.
They all look different.
Then that means that there's 3 different versions of Aunt May.
Yep.
They all look fucking different.
All look different. All by like decade different ages too.
Yeah. And one of them looks amazing.
Oh
That
man.
fucking Marissa Tomei.
Okay.
Oh, you were thinking about Miss Harris?
Yeah.
That a boy, man.
I know, right?
Age is just a number.
It is.
And also, what you're into is what you're into.
Right.
So who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not going to age shame you.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Though also Sally Field is still pretty damn good looking for her age.
But then that's the easiest casting. You just recast and just go. Oh, but also, you have Kang kill Paul Rudd's Scott Lang. You have him kill him. And possibly also the Wasp as well.
Yeah.
To really hammer down. So he doesn't lose. He gets locked in that quantum verse. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how they get killed. They get killed because they make sure he gets locked in there.
Yeah.
And now you've got Cassie Lang going, I have to avenge my father. And I have to avenge my surrogate mother or stepmom, whatever term you want to use. Right? Whatever.
Oh, there you go right there. Cassie Lang.
Oh, shit.
We've had 3-4 different actresses play her.
Who cares about that? Oh, but we can't recast some of these characters.
I don't get it. Why is it off limits for some and not others?
Also, if you're worried about leaving money on the table for, like, I mean, casting RDJ is going to guarantee people are watching this movie. Okay.
But he's not going to be the Iron Man RDJ. He's not going to be throwing.
It doesn't matter.
He's not going to be throwing out jokes and quips.
It doesn't matter. How many people are you think is going to see this just because Robert Downey Jr. is back in this movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you've
They
guaranteed
guaranteed
a
at least
certain level of blockbuster.
Hey, we got a $2 billion movie right now.
Potentially, I'm not necessarily sold on it being $2 billion, but it's a guaranteed $1 billion for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But like, you didn't build up Strange as well as you should have to be the stand-in for Iron Man.
Yep.
Really, Spider-Man has been the only one that's had consistently great build.
Yep.
But it's also Spider-Man. This is one of the most popular characters of all time.
Yep.
The only issue I have with Spider-Man is in the movies, apparently they don't want him to ever grow up. He's been an adult longer than he's been a high schooler or a college guy. He was a high schooler for, I think, fucking 2 years, maybe?
Yeah.
He was a college
At the
guy
beginning.
for, I think, 20. 20 was
Yeah.
a good chunk of his college life. I mean, that was so prevalent that the 90s Spider-Man, was he in high school?
No.
No, he wasn't.
No. He's in college.
I mean, you don't want him to get married to Mary Jane. Okay, fine. But let him grow up a bit.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But yeah, so recasting, hands down. That should have been.
Hands down.
And yet, we're doing a reboot so that these characters can get recast.
Yeah.
Now it's okay to recast them.
Jonathan Majors went to prison. Not Kang. So...
Yeah.
He jumps around the multiverses. You can easily have another actor play Kang. And even then, you could cast an actor that similarly looks close to him.
Yeah.
We were saying, like, John Boyega.
Yep.
He's pretty similar look.
The fucking actor who played the High Evolutionary was immediately the first guy I thought of. Yeah. I was like, why wouldn't you recast and get this guy?
Mm-hmm. He's going to be all blue and stuff anyways.
He was equal parts evil bastard, but he was also creepy and weird, and that's something that you want a fucking time tyrant to be.
Yeah.
Creepy, weird, with what he thinks is a great reason for him to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we have to be like, I know someone like has before had said, but they're investing money in the faces of these characters, and for a lot of people, these are the people they think of, and I get that.
Yep.
But again, we've said it, James Bond.
James Bond.
I know that there are some people that will tell you, even in their dying breaths, that Sean Connery is the only Bond. Good for you. I am glad that that
Mhm.
meant something to you.
Yep.
There are just as like your dad's Bond is Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
That's his Bond.
That's his Bond.
There are some people that
There was
believe it
a
or not,
Bond before him and
Yeah.
many Bonds after him, but nope, that one right there.
that's his Bond.
Yep.
And he had what, 2, maybe 3 really good Bond movies that people largely agree are good
Yeah.
Bond movies, and then they
He's
just started.
He's got the biggest filmography out of all the guys, but I don't think they were great.
I think the first 2 were the ones that were considered
Let's say
the top
I want to
ones.
say he's got 6,
7.
7.
He's got 7.
He's got 7. Wow.
Because Connery
He had
has
a long run,
Connery has 6 official.
and then that one.
And then that one
that came out in between Roger Moore, between Roger Moore's last movie and the rest of them.
didn't it come out against one of his movies?
I don't know.
I think it came out against his last movie.
I don't even know how that happened. Like how do you pull that off?
They had the rights to. They didn't have the rights to that particular story.
Just that book?
Yeah,
So not all of them, but that book.
that
they had
one
the rights.
particular story. But I don't know how they were able to say that it's James Bond. That part I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
That is a
It's
weird,
a really weird one.
but it's also considered to be Sean Connery's worst James Bond movie. So
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Okay. I
Right?
believe it.
But yeah, so but you also got what 1, 2 versions of Captain Kirk.
Yep.
How many versions of Batman now?
Boy, what are we at?
Nobody bats an eye. We recast Batman. We
Bats
recast.
an eye.
Yeah, that was unintentional.
Yeah,
That was
look at
unintentional.
that.
That was totally 100% intentional. I wish I could say I
That was
intended
clever. That was clever.
accidentally clever. But we've got
Yeah.
and I know people are going like, yeah, but we've only had one Wolverine. It's like, yeah, okay, but We've been
You lucked out.
hesitant.
You lucked out also in having an actor that wanted to keep playing the character.
yeah, exactly.
Most of these guys want to do 3, 4, take the big payday, and go home.
Yeah, and also all the power to them.
Yeah.
But again, we've had multiple Batmans, multiple Superman.
Yep.
But
But only one blade
only one Blade and only one Wolverine for now.
for now.
I mean, it is kind of shitty that Sean Levy, I think it was Sean Levy that said he feels bad for the next, Kevin Feige said that they couldn't recast Wolverine for at least the next 20 years because the next actor has huge shoes to fill. It's like, no, you can cast him, you can recast him right now.
Yeah. No, I think his idea too was the next Wolverine will have to be played differently because it'll be too easy to compare him to.
That's also dumb.
Yeah,
Because-
that's what he was saying. But
Because Wolverine, across every single medium, is
we
generally
didn't
the same.
touch on this at all. All the different Wolverine costumes. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, we didn't. We did not. Cavill
is the
That-
Cavalrine.
Sorry. So technically 2 people.
Yeah.
2 people have played Wolverine.
Technically 3 because people like to count the young kid in Origins.
I wouldn't count him as Wolverine. It's like
Pops Claus.
I wouldn't count Bruce Wayne as a kid.
Yeah, I
as
know,
Batman.
right? You don't count that kid.
Like I wouldn't say that's Batman.
Yeah.
Sure, he popped the claws. Good for you.
No, 2 guys.
2 guys.
So, but holy shit, man.
Well,
Live action Weapon X.
So live action Weapon X, but not Weapon X. Sorry, Age of Apocalypse Weapon X.
Weapon X.
Okay.
Yeah, so he had the big hair, the one and a half.
Because in X-Men, was it X-Men Apocalypse? No, it was X-Men.
That was Apocalypse.
Phoenix. No, it was X-Men Phoenix that we got to see the full-on
Weapon X.
Weapon X, like
was
the
it.
helmet,
That was
Barry Windsor Smith helmet.
Apocalypse.
That was Apocalypse?
Yeah, he was in Dark Phoenix.
No, that's right. He was smart. He did not.
Yeah.
Did not
Well, that
partake in
also came out after Logan, and he was done.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, he also could smell a shitty movie. A really, 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 really shitty movie.
I really disagree with you still
Ah.
about your assessment.
It's okay. You're okay. It's okay to like that.
Yeah.
To be fair, we both thought New Mutants was fucking awesome.
It is fucking awesome.
So
New Mutants is fucking awesome. I got a problem saying it.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's still actually want to rewatch it to see how well it holds up Not because I don't think it will.
Yeah.
But also because, like, A, I think it will, and B, I just want to rewatch it.
Demon Bear looks so good.
But okay, so Age of Apocalypse Weapon X was awesome.
Incredible.
Okay. But
incredible.
Then Brown and Tan Wolverine fighting the Hulk, the Grey Hulk.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That blew my pants off.
Yeah.
The Extractions Wolverine on the
and then when Wolverine popped the claws too,
cool.
They did Hulk in the reflection of the claws. Did you see that?
That was so like the comic.
I couldn't believe it.
That McFarlane cover, I was like, I can't get over that they just did that. That was super cool. The variants for Wolverine was awesome.
Yeah, Patch in the white, the classic white.
Which I thought for sure that was going to be Taron Egerton.
Yeah, or Daniel Radcliffe.
Or I don't think Daniel Radcliffe.
I thought it was going to be one of the younger guys.
I thought it was Egerton. I thought he was the guy that was going to be cast, especially because I just watched Michelle and I just finished Blackbird, and he was jacked in Blackbird.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh,
he's a good actor.
You bulking up for a movie role?
Mm-hmm.
But the Cavill one surprised me the most because they didn't show him right away. Like they showed him, but they didn't fucking show him. So you're just like, who is that guy?
Yeah.
And what they did was like, holy shit!
And then he popped the guns. Just like in Mission Impossible.
Well, why wouldn't?
So
if he didn't, it would have been disappointing.
It was so good.
It was awesome. It was so fucking awesome.
You get the Wolverine on the cross.
That's like that one was cool. But Brown and Tan and the Hulk fight. That's the one that sold it for me. Like I that in Age of Apocalypse Weapon X because I loved that version too.
Yeah.
Just visually, I thought it looked
visually,
cool. And I read that run. I read almost every book in that run.
Yeah.
So.
I almost wish, and I know because they didn't want to show the mask before the mask reveal at the end, but I almost wish during the Hulk scene he would have had the classic first appearance mask.
I agree. No, not the first appearance mask because he was in the Brown and Tan. First appearance mask would have been that.
I thought he was in the.
He was yellow and red or yellow and blue. His first appearance.
Oh no! But I thought Brown and Tan wasn't the same scene as the Hulk, or was it? I thought they were two different scenes.
You might be right. You've seen it more than I have, so you might be right.
How about comic accurate Wolverine this tall?
That's fucking hilarious. Fucking funny as hell. I was like, are you fucking kidding?
Oh, you're cute. You're just a little guy.
Oh man, I was laughing so fucking hard. I was laughing so fucking hard because I'm a stickler for that shit. Like I remember, I was like, fuck, like.
It's basically
this is
what you guys want, eh?
But it's like, but at the same time, you're like, but it's comic books, right?
Yeah.
Like there are certain things that work better in comic books, and visually, they showed it. Yeah. It would have looked ridiculous.
It would have looked ridiculous.
Yeah. But that
was funny.
That was probably one of the funniest gags in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Was that one? That was so fucking good. Blake Lively.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't unmask her, though.
Me too.
I was very surprised that they didn't.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion, that was another
Deadpool.
One. Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. That's why he sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell Michelle about that one.
And then there was one other voice for one of the Deadpools.
Well, actually, hold on. Tom Holland's brother was also a Deadpool.
That's right. Yeah.
Who was Fingerpool? Who's literally just putting fingers in people's mouths? That's the only difference. That whole scene was awesome, though.
Oh,
when they killed all those Deadpools, but I loved it because they faked you out because they had pretty Deadpool.
Yeah,
not have a healing factor, and that whole fight scene as they were going, I was like, yeah, but they all have healing factors.
Nice pool, yeah.
But it was super cool that they did that whole scene.
You murdered him. He's not regenerating.
Yeah.
Regenerated? What's that? Why are you stopping?
To be fair, though, he lived a long time.
He did. He lived a very, very long time.
He got shot to shit, and he lived a long time. That scene was awesome. Oh, the soundtrack. Holy shit.
Oh. Apparently Ryan Reynolds has a playlist for when this movie was made. He's been making the soundtrack for years.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
It's so good.
But yeah, no, the cameos were fucking great. I do have to call back to because I know that the story, like I saw a couple of reviews where they were saying, well, the story wasn't that great, and I remember saying that to you, like, the story doesn't really have to have that much, but the story itself was still really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, really fucking good. The
Yeah.
only thing that I would say would be it's a shame that we don't get to see more of Cassandra Nova.
Yeah.
Especially that version played by that actress, because they were fucking amazing. And I also was surprised that was announced as the bad guy, because I remember I was
also
like,
surprised.
Oh,
I
really?
actually thought it was
Wow.
going to be Mr. Sinister because of the way they teased him at the end of Logan. I thought it was going to be Sinister.
Actually, that would have been. Ooh, yeah, that would have been really cool. And you know what's funny is, like, Sinister's one of those guys. So getting back to concepts, that's probably one of my favorite evil mutant concepts. But I also like that original design, like that costume.
Oh, can you imagine him having a comic actor costume in the movies?
I don't see why he couldn't.
Oh,
like, because that's one of those, like, they struck gold the first time they made that costume.
Yeah,
it's like Batman Beyond. I've seen variations of the Batman Beyond costume, and I'm like, yeah, but why?
No, yeah, when they start like putting like designs and stuff, no.
When they start going too stylized, I'm like, yeah, but you don't need to.
No.
He's got the red eyes.
Yep.
Red mouth. Red cape.
Yep.
On the inseam.
That's it.
And the red
and the logo.
The only thing that I would kind of let slide is if they do like the red tread. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm like, you don't have to do anything.
I didn't even read the Batman Beyond comics a few years ago because of how realistic it looked. It just didn't feel like proper.
No, yeah, I agree.
I was like,
it threw me too. Like, I was like, it should have been way more stylized. It should have been like fucking Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
You know?
100%.
But yeah, sometimes you just get lucky and you strike. Darkhawk, the original Darkhawk costume.
Oh.
Like, I know I was shitting on you for it being a deep cut, but that original costume
was awesome.
Is still one of my favorites. Like, I look back and that's the vision. Like, that's the picture I have in my head. It's like the original Morbius, or not the original Morbius, but the Morbius 91 Midnight Suns one.
Yeah.
Like, I go back to that one and I'm like, that's what I think of
Andy
when
I go to Andy Kubert for Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we're talking like Danny Ketch Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
That's where my head goes.
Absolutely.
I also go with strangely enough, I go with Jim Lee with a lot of X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
Jim Lee I almost exclusively go to. But shit. Spider-Man, I go Mark Bagley.
It's always Bagley.
I go Mark Bagley.
Always Bagley.
And I love Eric Larson's art.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of my favorite artists of all time. One of my favorite Spider-Man artists, but Bagley is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, hands down.
Yeah.
Superman is tough. I go through a couple of different ones. Depending on my mood, I find. Because,
yeah.
But, like, I generally will, in my head, picture Frank Quitely Superman.
Yep.
Christopher Reeve Superman. Gary Frank Superman.
Gary Frank.
Like,
I
but it's also Christopher Reeve Superman.
It depends
right?
on the Superman too. Yeah, like you said, like I see Tim Sale more for Batman, but I love his Superman too.
Tim Sale for Batman for me for sure is one of the ones that I go to. Jim Lee Batman. Another one.
Yep.
Adam Kubert Batman. Oh, Andy Kubert. No, it was Adam. It was Adam Kubert. No.
Andy Kubert was Batman. Adam was on Superman.
That's right. I don't think of Adam Kubert for Superman, but I definitely Andy Kubert for Batman is one that I go to.
Yep. For sure.
Also, Tony Daniels for Batman.
Oh, yeah. No,
funny.
Definitely Tony Daniel.
But I'm hit and miss, though. Like, Batman R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
That one, Tony Daniels, yes. New 52, no.
Yeah, Greg Capullo. Greg.
Yeah, Greg Capullo. He's another one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those characters have had a lot of good art.
Texiera for Wolverine's another one, and I was never a huge Texiera guy, but his Wolverine just hit differently.
Yep, him, Silvestri.
Silvestri's another one, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
John Byrne.
Yeah, not for me, but then again, that's where you're more of a Wolverine guy than I am, because I know that John Byrne did that 6-issue miniseries,
yeah.
But then also, oh no, wait, I was thinking John Buscema. He did, because didn't he do that 6-issue?
Byrne did a lot Wolverine and Uncanny X-Men. No, Frank Miller did the miniseries.
He drew it too?
No, Claremont wrote it. Frank Miller did the art.
Oh, then why was I thinking John Buscema?
Buscema did the ongoing when it started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So he did the patch.
But actually, speaking of his brother Sal, that's another one that I picture Spider-Man with a lot.
Yeah, I also picture John Romita Sr. a lot for Spider-Man.
Not so much for me.
No, I love that.
John Romita Jr. is 100%.
Junior
yes.
for sure, but Senior too. I love his.
So anyway, we could recast these characters.
Yeah, yeah. See, exactly.
You know, like
exactly.
different artists have different flavors for these characters.
Yeah.
We could recast them, no problem.
Easily recast.
It's very rare.
It's going to be different writers. They're going to have different
Yeah.
voices.
Yeah.
I
I'll
mean,
sit on a poorly drawn book if the writing is really good.
Yep.
I'll sit on that. It'll be hard.
it'll be hard.
It will be really hard.
And I've checked out shitty written comics that have nice art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Though
drop it.
I prefer to read.
But then I drop it.
Then
very
I
quickly.
yeah.
Like Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness's Red Hulk run. Wow. And especially because I remember we had that conversation.
I wish I held on to my number 1 and 2 now because it's
because I remember calling that it was going to be either Thunderbolt
Yep.
or it was the other guy.
And my argument was, how's a Thunderbolt? He doesn't have a mustache.
And
shocking, his mustache vanished.
It was Talbot. Talbot was the other guy. I was saying it was one of those two because of the military stuff that they had Red Hulk saying. And I remember you did say that, and I was like, yeah, because Talbot at the time had that weird bird thin mustache. And I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I still think it's one of those two, and I'm leaning more towards Thunderbolt. And when it was when they revealed it, I was like, so I was right, but
yeah,
it makes no sense that his mustache goes away.
Disappears.
Until the reveal.
Yeah, until the reveal.
Then his mustache was there all the time.
The whole time.
It's fucking stupid. Such a shit run.
Yeah, it was awful.
Ugh.
It was bad.
But Deadpool 3, Deadpool Wolverine, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
For me, it's 5 out of 5. It's everything I wanted. It was worth the 24-year wait to see him in the cowl.
Oh, yeah.
And cut loose in blue and yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I love that they said it took 20 years to do this.
Yeah.
Why would it take 20 years to do this? And don't get me wrong, I love the first 2 X-Men movies 100%. I love those for sure. I liked the suit designs.
Mm-hmm.
I understood exactly why they did it.
Oh yeah.
I also liked that the Grant Morrison run with Quietly bled out of that, and they made a point of saying, well, this is why we're doing this.
Yep.
Because it was that snapshot of the year, that time period.
That was that time period.
But at the same time, if we could have got this the entire time, like, think about it. We could have got like Jim Lee's blue and yellow Cyclops without the full on. Or
I know.
We could have got Joss Whedon's John Cassidy version of Cyclops. That's my favorite Cyclops.
Me too.
That costume is my favorite,
too.
but even that characterization is my favorite version. He was such a badass.
That would be amazing. I keep thinking, like, when Days of Future Past came out and how excited I was because Wolverine had some blue and yellow on his arms. I was like, yeah, he's got blue and yellow. No, this is blue and yellow. Oh my god.
Days of Future Past, he had blue and yellow? No, he had that orange brown costume. Didn't he?
Orange brown. No, it was like all black, and then he had like hints of blue and yellow on the arms. Like small hints of blue and yellow.
I could have swore it was more of a
There you go. Wolverine, X-Men, Days. See.
I took that more as a tan color, but yeah,
did
I see a bit of the blue now.
It's very, very.
Had you not mentioned it, I would have just
and then
settled
he had
with
that little bit of yellow,
thing.
just like
no,
through.
yeah. You are correct. I don't know, but like, oh man, that comic accurate costume, so fucking cool. I actually liked it with the sleeves.
Yeah.
But without, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I know people are still bitching online. Well, you should have kept the shoulder pads. I think it would look kind of tacky with the shoulder pads, to be honest with you. I thought it looked awesome the way it was cut.
Shut up and just be happy we got what we got.
Yeah. It's good to call, but where's the shoulder pads? Where's his big goofy boots that stick up in the air?
Yeah, right.
Like his hair.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, his hair hasn't looked like that in the movies ever.
Yeah.
They tried really hard, but it always came off looking goofy. So let's be real here.
Yeah.
But sure, they just nobody wants to be happy.
No, happy is hard. Happy is hard.
It's not. It's actually taxing to be angry.
It is.
And it's actually easier to be more accepting of things.
Yep.
Just being happy with what you like. Okay, look, you waited 20 years for this. What do you think? Like, and you're right. Those giant boots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. How goofy would that look?
We got a comic. We haven't actually had a comic accurate Batman costume ever. The closest was Affleck's.
Yeah, closest was Affleck's.
And even then, technically, if you look at New 52, the trim of the inseam of the cape was purple. Then that would have been comic accurate.
That's going to be his costume in the gun movies.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to have the black undies.
I bet you he doesn't.
You bet you he does.
Okay, I'll bet you right now.
All right, here it is on camera.
I bet you. Hold on. I bet you tickets to the Batman 2.
Okay, I bet you
Guns Batman has no trunks.
An extra layer to the ketchup sandwich you haven't had yet. It's now a triple decker.
Oh, gross! You're right. I haven't eaten that thing yet.
No.
Oh. Okay, I'm also going to put another one in there. Okay, so not only will I buy the tickets for Batman 2,
yes,
I will buy all your refreshments.
Okay, yeah.
But I will also make it so that I don't have to eat the ketchup sandwich in any form if I'm right.
Okay.
Just to raise the stakes.
All right.
That's fair?
Totally fair.
Okay.
Totally fair. Oh, it'll be a nice free night out at the Batman 2.
Well, it depends. It depends.
Yeah, it depends.
And also, even if it's one of those deals where in the way we buy tickets, if it works out that your turn was going to be Batman 2 anyway, and I win, we'll figure something else out.
Next movie.
Or no, and I lose, and it's like you have to buy the tickets, or I bought the previous. We'll figure something out, but ultimately, I don't eat the ketchup sandwiches.
You just really.
Well, obviously, I don't want to do it.
No,
I will do it. I'm glad you haven't been enforcing it. I
haven't
so much.
I like to bring it up every now and then because it's a good laugh.
But
I'm never going to make you eat a ketchup sandwich. Not unless the camera's on, anyways. The camera's on.
I will. You know what? I'll do it for the likes.
Will you do it for the likes?
I will do it for the likes. I will be that slutty YouTube guy.
Chris eats his first ketchup sandwich.
If, however, this pans out and it works out that I don't have to eat it, if we get enough likes on, something,
just anything.
Just say in the comments, you get all these likes because I want to see you eat that ketchup sandwich, then I will do just that. But all right, Geek Pantsers, I have nothing else to say about Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. Also, see this in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that the way we watch movies are different now, and yes, even myself, I find that there are some movies that I am like, you know what, I will wait and I will watch this at home. That's fine. But there are some movies that you absolutely have to see in the theater. And this is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
This is a see it in the theater movie. It is 2 hours. They maximize their minutes. Not a moment is wasted. It's fucking hilarious. It does have heart. There's a ton of heart in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And even though I am not necessarily happy with the earlier parts of the characterization of Deadpool at that point in his life, the other 98% of that is hands down. You like the last two movies, you're gonna love this movie.
Yep.
And again, same with Wolverine. Even though I felt that heartfelt stuff was a little bit forced, if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, the rest of that movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The cameos are great. Blade comes back. And he says, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. What the fuck does that even mean?
He looked awesome, too.
What?
That gray goatee he was rocking.
A little bit of the gray in his hair.
Yeah.
Of course he looked awesome.
I think that was most surprising for, well, one, it's Blade. Never thought I'd see Snipes' Blade again.
No.
Ever. Also, him and Reynolds hated each other on Trinity. So for them to put all that aside and do this,
And evidently, it was Reynolds. He reached out and said, "Hey, I don't know if you want to do this,
Yeah,
but
let's
if
chat."
you want to do this, it's totally open. Like the offer's on the table. You want to do this, you're in. If
Yeah.
you don't, well, Blade's going to be in the movie regardless."
Yeah.
Or I think it might have been something. They had a couple of other people that they could.
Yeah,
go with
they
for
would have had
other
another
role,
character.
and he was cool enough to be like, "Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it." So
And it was awesome. Oh, it was so awesome.
out of all the cameos, like,
Oh, so awesome. Dude.
comic accurate Gambit was also fucking cool, but if there was no Blade,
Yeah.
comic accurate Gambit would have been the one for me.
You know how when I pre-ordered my my blue and yellow Wolverine from
Yeah,
Deadpool?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
If they release a Blade.
Oh, I know.
If they release a Blade.
I know.
If I had Blade and like if I had Snipes, Jackman, and Toby all in my cabinet, I'm happy.
I mean, seriously, like I just got the red and blue Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like the final No Way Home suit.
Yeah.
The best suit in my opinion. I've liked all the suits.
Mm-hmm.
All of the suits to varying degrees. But I sucker for that red and blue. So the original Homecoming suit, the Civil War suit, I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I liked the red and black because it looked fucking awesome.
Yep.
But that red and blue looked awesome. But that final suit, final swing suit.
Yeah.
So I got that Hot Toys. I have it. I'm holding it in my hands and I'm like, okay, that's it. Because I have a fucking baby around the corner.
Yeah.
Coming. I can't afford to just be like, fuck it. Fuck this. I'm going to do it.
Michelle's going to be rocking the baby and you're going to be rocking your Tom Holland.
And if they release a Blade.
Right? Oh man, if they release a Wesley Snipes Blade, I won't be able to say no.
If it's a new Blade, I might be able to say no. It'll be really hard. But if it's vintage, like 1992 Blade from the first movie,
it will probably be new Blade. But if they have two heads where you can swap it for a classic or a new.
No, but even then he's got like more of an armored suit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his trench coat.
Yeah.
I mean, new Blade is going to be hard for me to say no. It's going to be really hard for me to say no.
Yeah.
But like old Blade, ugh. Oh.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. All right, everyone. That is episode 197, 2 hours, 51 minutes. Thank you to everybody that's stayed by. We got one watcher that might be Jared still. Jared, if it's you, have a good night, my friend.
Oh. So I said teaser earlier.
Yeah, we're gonna rock this video on our way out.
Episode 200. So our milestone episode 200. It's finally happening, Geek Pantsers. It's finally happening.
We were for a long time ago, what should we do? And I was like,
I can't.
You know what is the right thing to do for 200?
It is. It is.
You know, it is. It is.
Fucking retrospective of Netflix Daredevil. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, finally. Finally. We will touch upon a little bit of the Defenders, but only the Daredevil parts of the Defenders.
Yep.
But finally, and it's a retrospective. This isn't us going through each episode.
Yeah,
of
not
each
reviewing.
season. This isn't us going,
Yep.
It's us talking about the show, how it impacted us, especially me.
Especially you.
Especially me.
Yeah.
But and also we'll be talking about the characters and the way they've been portrayed and the acting and all this stuff. And oh man, a retrospective. So you don't even have to watch any of the episodes to enjoy this.
No.
But you should.
If you haven't seen any of the episodes, watch this. We'll get you up to speed for Born Again.
But that's the thing. Born Again. We're on the cusp of Born Again in March. I can't wait. I'm not looking at it like it's going to be Netflix 2.0, but I am so pumped. I'm at a point now where I can't wait to see the suit in live action.
Yeah,
because those pictures I'm seeing with the right lighting, it looks fucking sweet.
Oh, it looks good.
It looks fucking sweet.
It's good.
Okay?
Yeah.
Does it look better than the original? No. But the original is its own little corner of the world where it made sense.
Yeah.
This is a little bit
we
more...
really only got to see it for one season.
It's a little bit more comic booky, which
it
should be.
Yeah.
Because it's part of the greater MCU. But that's it. So
that's it.
200th episode, Daredevil retrospective. I think Next up, we've got the Axel Foley quadrilogy.
Is that next up?
Is that next up?
I don't know.
Pushed it.
Well, it wasn't on the calendar. We can move things around.
What's on the calendar then?
We can move things around. Well, we got 2 episodes before 200. So we had King Kong 2005 with Godzilla 98.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about
that. That's a double feature.
That's a good one.
And then we had Alien Romulus.
Right. Yes. Yeah, we'll keep the schedule. Keep
the schedule?
Because I saw the teaser for Romulus and I was like, yes, I'm in.
Oh.
But that trailer that we watched.
Oh man.
Oh
man.
Shit.
It looks so
the teaser.
It looks so intense.
The teaser sold me. But that full-on trailer, I was like, yeah, okay, guys, I can only be so hard. Okay? I am equally hard and soaking wet. Okay? Guys, fucking tone it down.
Chill.
I almost had a cigarette after that fucking trailer. And I haven't smoked.
What are you doing, Chris? We're indoors.
I haven't smoked a cigarette in over 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up on 8. No, it'll be coming up on. No, it is over 7.
Yeah.
January.
Yeah.
Killing
it.
But yeah, could you imagine just in the theater just, where'd you get that? I don't know. But that trailer, goddamn. Fucking trailer. I feel like Dennis fucking getting off because we wore the skin of another man.
Yeah.
And Dee's just like, did you just get off right now? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When that guy pointed at me. Oh, anyway, guys, Geek Pantsers, you know where to find us. We're on all the social media stuff except for Twitter. We're on all of the Audible stuff, the podcast stuff, all of them.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Spotify, SoundCloud.
Essentially, we're everywhere except for Twitter. That's the only place we're not.
Yeah.
And also, fucking, why would we want to be there anyway? It's not as cool as it used to be. You guys are still cool. Thank you, Geek Pantsers. We love you. Check us out 197, 198, 2000. Have a great night. Get out of here.
Bye-bye.